I hate to say it, it's only going to be going one way, and that is Novak Djokovic will win Wimbledon this year. I can't see him losing. Simply too good. So dominant here at Wimbledon, and I reckon he's going to get to number 24 and 5 Wimbledons in a row.
The only person that can stop Novak Djokovic in this tournament is Novak Djokovic.
Andy Murray.
Oh yeah, sorry. Or Sir Andy will come on. Other than that, it'll be Djokovic against his own body. Can he keep his body fit for the whole 2 weeks? If he can, probably name on the trophy. She has the easiest draw out of everyone. And I feel that Iga will win Wimbledon. She had a practice tournament this time. She didn't have one last year. She probably learned from her mistake.
I'm going to be going for Donna Vekic, the one with the 17th easiest draw according to AI. And I'm going to be having Donna Vekic winning Wimbledon 2023.
I would love to see Novak Djokovic take home his 24th Grand Slam title this year at Wimbledon. And I would like to see Sabalenka win as well.
Sebastian Korda claiming his first Grand Slam title. On the women's side, I'm going past the Pinko.
Kicking off on the men's side, Novak Djokovic will have as many Grand Slams as there are hours in the day. And on the women's side, I'm going with Ons Jabeur. She's going to be your women's champion. Let's go!
Another big win for Novak Djokovic in the men's singles. And for the women's, I think Ons Jabeur is going to make us very happy, and she's going to take the women's Wimbledon title.
Djokovic's dreams of a calendar slam are going to be shattered again. And it's the little Spaniard that's going to do it. Carlitos Alcaraz will win Wimbledon.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to round 2 action from Wimbledon. We've got UK tennis legend Andy Murray, 2-time champion here at the championships, is facing off against world number 5, Stefanos Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas has been to a couple of slam finals, has yet to break through. Andy Murray on his favorite surface had a very easy for him in Grand Slams for the last couple of years, and an easy 3-set victory over Ryan Peniston in the first round. Stefanos Tsitsipas with a crazy, epic 5-set tie-break win over Dominic Thiem, 10-8 in the super tie-break in the 5th set there. That was yesterday. And because of that, folks, it makes me think, you know, we got the Brit here on his favorite surface, Andy Murray. We've got Stefanos Tsitsipas not on his favorite surface, on his least favorite surface. And so I've got a prediction for you, and I'm going to get your predictions, but it's all going to happen right after this. All right, folks. So Tsitsipas serving first in this one. I am going with Andy Murray. I was going to say 5 sets, but I think I'm going to go 4 sets, Andy Murray. Tsitsipas played a long match yesterday. I don't know if he's had enough time to recover. And again, like I said, Murray's got the crowd on his side. He's got his favorite surface. He's won a couple of challenger titles, 11 wins here on this surface this year. So actually the most he's had since 2016 when he went 12 for 12. So I'm going Andy Murray, folks. I'll see what you guys have. By the way, hello. Thank you to everyone who's joining me. Welcome. I'm here in Vancouver, BC, Canada, where it is 11:47 a.m., which means that it's about 7:47 p.m. Hopefully we can get this match done before the curfew, which is in about 3 hours and 13 minutes. Stefanos Tsitsipas with a good start here, 30 love on his first game serving here. We got Alex 365. There will be a 5-set match with Murray. Not a bad guess. He's been doing those a lot this year. A couple of them in the Australian Open. We got one against Berrettini, one against Kokinakis. So he's beaten players with long names. Ted Nervander from Finland saying Murray is going to lose to Tsitsipas. It's going to be 6-4, 6-4, 5-7, 6-3. For the Greek. And then we got Ghosty. I feel like there's a little bit of facetiousness in here saying love one and love for Muzza. In my opinion, it'll only take 3 sets. He's got the experience of playing on grass court. So we got Ghost saying Murray in 3. We got another 3-setter here with Murray. I got him in 4. We got Alexander saying Rybakina is winning. There you go. King Adjust. Hey, it's been a minute, man. Welcome. Tsitsipas. Does not get a game to love. He was up 40 love, but he just got passed by Murray, and it is now 40-15. Yeah, Tsitsipas on his +1 goes back to the same side of the serve, which is out wide. And on the second return from Murray, it's a beautiful backhand pass winner. And Tsitsipas ace out wide off the sideline, and a pretty tidy first game for the Greek. Folks, the Greek has a brand new button. Yes, a brand new button. And I don't think it's deserved yet, but you guys are in for it. I also haven't heard it. I forgot to test it out before I started the screen. Silly me. So it's going to be a true, authentic reaction from me and you on this one today, folks. Also, we got Big Up Daz Reynolds. What's up, my homie? Good to have you. Snehal, my man from Mumbai, also from Mumbai. Hello, Kavi, Daria. Hello to Snehal. Yo, Snehal and Daria, you guys got to watch a match together, or at least watch a stream together someday. Murray in 4 says Snehal. Kavi, who does it suit with the roof closed? Honestly, I think whether the roof is closed or open, I think it's just the grass suits Murray better. So I think the grass is a bigger effect than open or closed. That's kind of how I see it there. I don't know. I think Sitsi will win this. Okay, good. I want to see some opposing opinions because, again, folks, no one knows. There's no crystal ball. Everyone, even if we're guessing with confidence, we still don't know. Murray first serve just wide, trying to go ace up the tee. Hello, Daria from Snehal. Caveman says Sitsi in 5. Okay, so we got 2 for Sitsi now. And I won't guess the score anymore because I guessed a while ago and didn't get a candy. Okay, Caveman. That's fair. That's fair. Good to see you, Covey. This one should be fun. What's up, Adil? How goes it, my friend from Seattle? Tsitsipas with a nice forehand there on his second shot. Cross court goes off the line. Murray can't handle it. And Stefanos Tsitsipas sharp here. It's love 15 on the Murray serve, but Tsitsipas has won 5 of the 6 points in this one so far. Max in the house. Hey, Covey and everyone. Welcome, Max. Daz saying it's going to be love 4, 3, 6, and 2 there for Murray. So also going 4 sets for Andy Murray. Medvedev Manarino is an absolute banger. Oh, crap. I actually saw that it was coming up today, and it definitely caught my eye because those are some pretty interesting shot makers. Manarino can hang with the best of them. Hello, Max, says Caveman. Hola, let's go Murray, says VOCP. Welcome, VO. And then Caveman, Pame. I will be in Vancouver for the Labour Cup. Might have extra ticket. Are you going? Hey, if you got an extra ticket, I might have to join you, my friend. I haven't bought my tickets yet. I do have some family that might have a hookup. They have a box at the Rogers Arena. Murray on the +1 off the second serve. Very standard forehand, and he puts it long. So definitely Tsitsipas is the sharper of the 2 players out the gate, and it's real quickly love 30 here on Murray's serve. So will he get over that? So Adil, let's be in touch on Instagram. I know we're friends on Instagram, so yeah, let's be in touch. I am not confirmed, but yeah, I'm trying to find out if I can get that hookup from my family, who has access to a box through their company. So if I can do that, then I'll probably be going, or if I can find some decently priced tickets. But for the weekend package, 3 days, it was like $1,000, which is a pretty penny. But also want to see if Novak and Alcaraz will be there, because that's another huge factor for me. Manarino on grass is a different animal, says Cap. That's awesome. Keep me posted. Will do, my brother. Will do. All right, second serve. So Murray has yet to hit in the first serve, and both second serves have not gone his way. And second serve return is a good one up the middle. Now forehand Murray, backhand Tsitsipas up the middle. Backhand Murray to the forehand of Tsitsipas up the middle. Forehand Murray to the backhand Tsitsipas. Murray makes his way up. One volley. Tsitsipas tries to lob him, and that goes long. Murray is on the board in this service game of his. 15-30. Hey, Caveman. Jerry Shelton 2-1, Max. Okay. Sounds great. A few friends and I will be there on Saturday. Wonderful. 9/23/23. Okay, sweet. Good to know. So September 23rd, you'll be there. Yeah, I'm most likely going to be there. I'm just trying to figure out how it's going to end up happening. All right. Murray trying to level this game here. Ooh, it's a let up the middle as he tries to go up the tee there. Andy Murray's got his those ankle braces that he always wears. So he's got the white socks, and then on top of those, he's got the ankle braces. He's got white Under Armour shoes. Ooh. His second first serve after the let was almost an ace, this time out wide, but that one was also not in the service box. So Tsitsipas taking a look at his fourth second serve of the game in just 4 attempts. And it's a good serve. Backhand return to the forehand of Murray to the backhand of Tsitsipas. Backhand Murray. Tsitsipas runs around the backhand, goes forehand. Murray takes it back to the backhand. Chip shot from Tsitsipas. It's a short one, and Murray comes in, puts that away easily. Cross-court forehand. 30 all here. I hope Ben Shelton can win the fourth set. I love Ben Shelton. I love his attitude. I love his enjoyment for the game. And there was an interview where they said, I didn't see, it was just like a preview of an interview. Actually looks like an amazing interview. It's Chris Eubanks, Ben Shelton, and Francis Tiafoe. And it's kind of like the three of them are talking. I don't know if there's a moderator or if it's just them chatting, but there's some pretty crazy stories in there. And one of them was Ben Shelton's like, he's like, when people see my name, I want them to fear me. And the guy's like, you mean like they don't want to play? He's like, no, I want them to fear me. And I was like, yeah, boy, let's go. And then also Tiafoe had an amazing story, by the way, 30 all second serve. I'll get to this point and then get to that story. Ooh, another attempted ace out wide from Murray, but he has missed all 5 of his first serves in this service game. First serve percentage, 0. And he serves it to the backhand of Tsitsipas, and the backhand goes into the alley. And from love 30 down, it's now 40-30 for Murray. Murray's 57th Grand Slam appearance and 15th at the championships. Check this out, folks. 15-0 in first rounds, and he was it 14-0 in second rounds until last year when he lost to Shapovalov in the second round. So he's only lost once in the first 2 rounds ever, and that was a second round last year. So a nice serve out wide. Tsitsipas return goes again into the alley, this time on the other side, and a good hold for Muzza. Andy Murray, and I think it's time to press his button. Okay, and look at this from Ted Nervander. 400 likes tonight, please. And you have reminded me to, hey, folks, to remind you, if you haven't done so already, please consider liking this video. We really appreciate everyone who's joining us. If you give us a like, it helps us bring you more tennis, helps us pop in the algorithm a little higher as well. And also, you can subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and you will know exactly when every single stream is going live, whether it is my Covey's Corner weekly roundup, if it's the countdown with Ben and JG, if it's a draw preview reaction, or if it's just a play-by-play stream just like this one. We've got you covered for all of Wimbledon, so thank you for joining us. All right, Tsitsipas cruising again here in his service game. He's quickly up 30 to love on his second point. Was an easy +1 forehand inside out. Okay. I predict this match will go to 5 sets, says Max. Okay. Max, who is your avatar today? I know you changed it from Tony Braxton, but I can't recognize who that is currently. Andy in 6 says GSL. There you go. We got, is that old Roger racket Steph is using, Covey? I don't think he's using that the one that Roger actually gave him. I think you're talking about the one at Laver Cup last year, but he is rocking a Wilson. He always does rock a Wilson. I don't think he rocks the Pro Staff 6.1, which is, I believe, what Roger used. Tsitsipas with an ace up the tee, now 40-15. I would say, says Snahill, Mehdi Manarino will be a 5-setter, maybe an upset as well. I could see that. I could very well see that. Man, Manarino has the most interesting backswing. It's like this long. It's like 3 inches long. And or short, I should say, and he just gets so much whip on it. I mean, not whip, but he just places it so well, I should say. Oh, Murray. Oh, I got to challenge that, Murray. You got to challenge that. Well, he's not challenging. Tsitsipas wins that game, and I believe it's time to play his button for the first time, his new button. Ben has told me I get to unveil it to the world. So enjoy, folks, the new Stefanos Tsitsipas button.
Coming in hard, coming in fast, painting the lines, stick to the task, don't be fooled by the looks, it's all just a mask, he's the Greek god, Stefanos Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas.
There you go. Let me know what you think in the comments to the brand new Stefanos Tsitsipas button. I thought it was great as usual. Ben killed it out of the park as always. I like the rhymes he threw in there as well. Luckily for Ben Shelton, the hard court season is coming back. Yep, JPEG wins her match, says Cap. Thank you for that. How many slams has Murray won total? He's won 3. 1 U.S. Open, 2 Wimbledons. Believe it or not, 5 times he's been to the finals of the Australian Open, was unable to win. And then he also lost his only French Open final in 2016. So there you go. 3 Daria, says Snehal. Yeah, there you go. Everyone's giving the simple answer. Like the stream. Thank you, Caveman. Yes, folks, please do like. My goal is to definitely hit 100 likes on this one. Andy Murray at Wimbledon. Come on. I think 200 should be it. New button alert. I predict Laslo Djere Tsitsipas in the next matchup. Okay. But Jerry, so you're predicting that Shelton and Tsitsipas are going to win. If I'm picking up what you're saying. So Laslo Djere is up 2-1. They're on serve in the third. Shelton serving at 2-3 in the fourth set, I should say there. Nora Jones. Yes, she's half Indian. Her father, I believe, is Ravi Shankar, which is a famous Indian musician. I believe that's true. Maybe Snehal could let me know, or Daria, potentially Adil, also an Indian. Just like I am. Ben needs to drop a mixtape. Yeah, Ben needs to drop a lot of stuff. That guy in that. Oh, by the way, I was talking about this interview that these guys had. Oh, by the way, let's go with the GSL. Loving Steph's look today. It's like I have a cute girlfriend now. There you go. Excellent button. Son of Robin record strikes again. Yes, I agree. What do you think of Tsitsipas Badosa mixed doubles? I mean, yeah, happy for them. They are obviously happy. They're having a good time. And you know what? Parlay that into some, prize money, maybe try and get yourself a trophy. Why not? Go for it. Tsitsipas is iconic, says Lawrence. Alexander Lawrence, I should say. By the way, here, Murray up 40-love. We might have our first game to love, folks, but he'll have to get it with a second serve as he misses the first one up the middle. Second serve is good. Tsitsipas into the net, and we've got our first game to love. We're level at 2-all, and this is shaping up, folks. I think we are in for a great match under a closed roof here at Wimbledon. What a button, says SWL. Welcome, my friend Suwan. Fire. Manarino's racket swing is like the softest swing, which actually in reality generates a lot of power. Yeah, I believe he has a crazy string tension, and he just has the shortest backswing I've ever seen. Tsitsipas, and his second shot goes forehand into the net, and I'm starting to feel the crowd's getting a little bit louder every time Murray gets a point, and Tsitsipas is a very emotional guy, so if he starts to feel like the waves of fans against him, it will affect him, I believe. I really do think so. He is one of those players who can let his emotions get the better of him on occasion. And this is the first time he's playing on center court, folks. This is a monumental moment for him, for any tennis player to play on center court at Wimbledon is absolutely, last year, Alcaraz played his first ever match against Sinner, who also played his first match there. And Sinner won that match. It was a 4th round match, I believe, or quarterfinal. No, maybe 4th round. Anyways, whatever it was, Alcaraz said, look, I would, the moment was too big for me. He said Jannik Sinner handled the moment of playing his first, I don't know, actually, maybe it wasn't Sinner's first, but either way, Alcaraz just said, I didn't handle the moment of being on center court. It was too big for me. So Murray is now, Murray's arguing. I'm just trying to listen real quick. I don't know why I'm leaning in. I have an earpiece. That's hilarious. Okay, so I believe Murray is saying that he heard the ball hit the tape and it should be a let, but the umpire is not agreeing. And I think the umpire also has like the sensor thing that because there's some sensors on the net where if it gets touched, that's another way. It's not just seeing, and it's also the feel from the electronic thing. But anyways, we're still at 40-15. We're into a rally here. Forehand from Murray, backhand slice Tsitsipas, backhand cross court Murray, sit to the Tsitsipas again. A little slice makes his way to the net, and Murray doesn't pass him, but he put the ball as far away from Tsitsipas that he can only get the end of the racket on it, and then it goes off to the side. So game not over yet. It was 40-15, now 40-30. So Tsitsipas better be careful. And the reason I say that is because I feel a little bit of the momentum moving in the Murray direction right now. Let's see. Why is the roof closed if it's not raining? Light deficiency? I'm actually was wondering the same thing, Cap. I'm really not sure. Again, I'm watching on the Bet365 stream, so I don't have commentary, of course, which is good because it would be really annoying to hear while I'm talking. But I don't see why that is the case. Ooh, there's Badosa clapping as Tsitsipas holds, and he is up 3-2, which gives me time, folks, to let you know exactly what has happened today. So, long list of action. Davidovich Fekina takes out Arthur Fils, straight sets. Hurkacz straights over Twinsky of the UK. Wawrinka sets up a matchup with Djokovic after taking out Thomas Martin Etcheverry in 4. Musetti over Munar in straights. Halis over Vukic in straights. We had Van de Zandschulp in 5 over Jinyu Zhang. We had Bublik continuing on into the 3rd round. Straight sets win over JJ Wolf. Bublik won in Halle, and since 2012, everyone who has won in Halle, not named Roger, had lost in the 1st round of Wimbledon. So he has broken the curse officially, and now he's into the 3rd round. So congrats to Bublik, playing some great tennis. We got Martyr of Germany took out Mo in straights. We had Carbayas Baena over Arnaldi in 4. Shapovalov over Barrere in straight sets. That was a 1st round match that just completed. Rublev over Karatsev, recovering after losing a 1st set tiebreak, wins the last 3. Watanuki over Wessler in 5. Zverev straights over Brower. O'Connell 4 over Medvedevic. We have Dimanor 4-set victory over Kopayans. Kopayans is from Belgium. We've got Liam Brody with a crazy 5-set win, taking the last set 6-love, bageling a number 4 seed Casper Ruud, who's fresh off the heels of a French Open final. All right, we're back here into the point. I'll get to the end. There's a huge other list, so we'll get to that in a second. But backhand to backhand right now goes up the middle. Tsitsipas does. Forehand from Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas. Backhand Murray up to the forehand line. Tsitsipas can't get that, and it goes long. Murray 15-love. Okay, also, like I said, Brody over Ruud in 5. Kubler over Humbert in 5. Nicholas Jarry over Cecchinato in 4. Berrettini over Sonego in 4. That's a good result for Berrettini. Sonego's been playing good tennis. Galan over Ate in 4. Safiullin over Mute in 3. Tommy Paul takes out the missile Raonic in 4. We had Goffin over Barrios Vera. We have, that was in 4. Lehechka straights over Cerundolo. That's Francisco. Peya of Argentina takes out Mayo of France in 4. Michael Emer takes out Taylor Fritz. Ooh, that's a big one in 5 sets. 5-set frenzy over there. and Tiafo takes a straight sets win over Stricker. Now, Andy Murray, I believe, made a challenge in the middle of a rally. He thought one of the Tsitsipas shots was long, and he was right. This is what bothers me, folks. We have the technology. Andy Murray should not be making these calls. It should be the actual lines. Okay, anyways, folks, I've been neglecting you in the chat. My apologies. I've just been going off on this insanely long list of scores, and there's still 5 others that I haven't got to because they're current matches. Well, 4 others other than this one. We'll get to those in a sec. But Murray's up 30 to love. Beautiful serve up the middle. Nice block back return. And Murray goes cross-court forehand. Chip and charge from Tsitsipas. And Murray goes to his forehand. And easy volley there from Tsitsipas, but he knocks that into the net. 40 love for Andy Murray. Okay, the last set of scores. Shelton he is on the verge of losing, folks. He's down 2-5 in the 4th set, and he's already down 2-1. So Shelton is serving. He's up 30 love, but Jerry will have a chance to serve it out in the next game. We've got Fukovic is up 2 sets and a break against Guérin. We have Dimitrov 2 sets and a break, and he's serving for the match right now is Dimitrov over Ivashka. And we've got Medvedev 1 set and a break up against Manarino in the second. There you have it. You are up to date. Tsitsipas with a beautiful little drop shot. He disguised that. At the last second, he went from forehand to drop shot and tricked Murray, and it's now 40-15. Tsitsipas and Badosa would earn more if they promoted love all over the world. There you go. Jerry 4-2. Yeah, I think it's 5-2 now. And I think Sinner had an 0-4 record on grass before last year's Wimbledon. I think you're right, Sean, if I remember. I think I remember seeing that. He didn't have a great lead in, and then he played really well. It just kind of came out of nowhere. He even won 2 sets against Novak, which is, Murray puts the game away. A little cat and mouse. They were both at the net, and Murray does a backhand drop. And I think it landed on the sideline, a little close for comfort, but in the end, it doesn't matter. We're level at 24 minutes into this first set. Folks, it's been a good one so far. Where is there more love? This audience for Murray or Tsitsipas for Badosa? I'm going to have to say Murray on this one. If they're still in love like this in 6 months, then it'll rival the love that Murray is getting. Tsitsipas' first serve is wide. Tsitsipas hasn't managed any sort of decent run at Wimbledon up to now. And even up to now, not really. I had sympathy for him last year as Kyrgios clearly got in his head and his performance plunged. He'd won Mallorca. Yeah, all good points, Adrian. I totally agree with you there. Drop shot, Tsitsipas, but no, goes into the top part of the net. So Tsitsipas trying to make Murray move. And hey, when you got an opponent with a metal hip, why not? Hello, Covey and everyone. Welcome. South Africa's finest Jean in the house. Danielle Collins choked, says Alexander. Yeah, we'll get to some women's scores as well. Is this Covey's corner? Pretty much right now. Hey, Gary and Snail. Murray is not going to let Steph go on with his antics. Let's not forget, folks. These I didn't even mention these players have played twice. Once was the infamous 2021 U.S. Open where Stefanos Tsitsipas took the long toilet break, and Murray was very unhappy. It happened after the 4th set. I think Murray had won in that 4th set, and Tsitsipas took the break, and it was a long break. It really kind of got Murray off his game. Ended up losing the 5th set. Actually, no, I think what happened was Murray was up 2-1, and Tsitsipas won the 4th set, and then he took the break. And so I remember Murray saying his rebuttal when he was saying, well, if he's saying he killed the momentum, I was the one who won the 4th set, so I'm killing my own momentum. But I think in the end, Murray had something, there's something there. But anyways, that was the infamous match. That was the first time they met, and then they, they also met one other time, and that was, let me just pull that up. It was last year, and it was on grass, was it? Let's see. Yes, it was in Stuttgart on grass. So last June, Andy Murray took out Tsitsipas in straight sets, 2-0 on grass there. So, Murray on the run forehand there, but it goes into the net. That was a nice rally. Murray is I don't know, looking at his shoes, looking at the ground. I don't know if something bothering him. He didn't look like he slipped or anything, but anyways, it's 30-all here on the Tsitsipas serve. So yeah, their head-to-head is one each. Hard court went to a 5-setter, and a major went to Tsitsipas, and the 2-setter on grass went to Murray. Tsitsipas with a +1 forehand inside in as Murray's running across the court there. Wrong footing the Brit, and it's game point Tsitsipas. Okay, Cedric is busy, but come back to say get the likes up for Covey and Gobi. Thank you, Cedric. Tsitsipas takes that game. Let's hit a button for him here in a second, but real quick, 36 likes. Okay, we're 1/3 of the way to our first goal of 100, and Tsitsipas up 4-3, and that was a very good service game for the Greek. Enjoy his new button, played for the second time ever.
Coming in hard, coming in fast, painting the lines, stick to the task, don't be fooled by the looks, it's all just a mask, he's the Greek god, Stefanos Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas.
Sorry, folks. Did I say? Oh yeah, 30. We're 1/3 of the way there. Okay. So let's go over some women's scores for you. We've got Svitolina is into the 3rd round after taking out Elise Mertens in 3. Niemeyer over Umukova. That's a big one in 3. Galfi over Noskova in 3. Kalinina straights over Buzas Manero. We have Bogdan over Parks. Oh, that's a bummer. I thought Parks was going to take that one. That was in 3. Martic over Diane Perry in 3. Straights for Serenko over Siniakova. Kenin straights over Jinyu Wang. Andreescu over Bondar. That was a 1st-round matchup. Azarenka straights over Podoroska. Begu over Canadian Rebecca Marino in 3. Mira Andreeva takes out Krejcikova. Krejcikova retired in the 2nd set after losing the 1st. Vondrousova takes out Kudermetova. That's in straight. Sasnovich straights over Parises Diaz. Golubic versus Schmidlova. Wins over Schmidlova in straights. Haddad Maya 3-setter over Christian. And Christian, of course, coming from Romania. Another Romanian, Kirstea, takes out Ostapenko. She was one of my dark horses. Boskova takes out Kontaveit. So congratulations on a great career for Kontaveit, and that'll be it for her. Hopefully she had a better court positioning. I know we had a discussion about that yesterday. Magdalena over Strakova in 3. Bolter over Tomova in 3. By the way, Murray's up 15-love in this game. Just going to run down the rest of these scores, and I'll get back to this one. Garcia takes out Fernandez in 3. Cocciaretto over Masarova in straights. Vekic over Stevens. After Stevens had a set and a 5-2 lead and was cruising, she fell apart when she had a chance to serve it out and ended up losing. That's a big loss, or a bad loss, as one that's going to stick with her for a couple of weeks. Bencic over Collins in 3. Rybakina over Cornet in 2, after Cornet had a gutsy performance after doing the splits by accident as she slipped. Yuvon and Potapova. Potapova is up 1 set, and they're 5-all in the 2nd. And then the last one, Pagula took out Buksha in straights. Murray now goes unreturned serve at 30-love, and it is now 40-love. Triple game point. So Murray's doing really well after a shaky first couple of service games. First points on his service, on his first service game. He was down love 30 right away, but then he has been great ever since then. Going to go back a little bit. We got Manarino is great on grass, like always. Medvedev is playing crazy good, like very scary stuff. He's becoming the wall. Okay. Watch out, everyone in the draw, because when Medvedev turns that part of his game on, then it is very tough to beat him, as we could tell when he went to 5 straight finals, winning 4 of them earlier in the year. Okay, Andy Murray takes that one, and it was a game to love. Let's hit some button on that. Jerry wins. Okay, thank you guys. Caveman saying 3-1. I feel like that famous Tsitsipas dump is coming. Yeah, I think so too, but not just yet. Actually, he's been playing well on his serve too. And another reason I chose Murray to win this one is because between the ears, the mental game, Murray has so much experience. Tsitsipas yet to break through in that regard. But speaking of breakthrough, that was a wonderful serve out wide, and it was an ace. No chance for Murray. 30 love for the Greek. I have to say, Andy looks pretty damn fine. There you go. Gary, a.k.a. Batman. Some people don't know this, but Gary is, in fact, Batman. Giving us a little bit of his opinions on Sir Andy's looks today. Daniil Medvedev looks like he will win. And hey, Gary, you know what? I was thinking about our conversation yesterday about the whites. I'm not going to get into it too much, but I will say I do appreciate, like my whole lifetime, I've only seen these whites. By the way, Murray with a beautiful stab volley at the net, both players at the net. I do enjoy, the first couple of matches I watch and I see the all white. I do, it does give me nostalgia, and there is some traditions. There are some traditions worth keeping. I gave my reasons for why I didn't necessarily agree with it, but there is definitely a charm to it. It is nice. The players can look good. I don't think that they can't look good. My joke is just, it's just like, oh, they're wearing white shoes, white shorts, white everything. But there is a charm to it. And, my childhood, my memories of watching Sampras and Roger and Novak and, Nadal and the capris. Remember, we wear those 3/4 pants. And then, of course, so many ladies. Mary Pierce sticks out to me. Kim Kleisters, Justine Enna. So, yeah, it is pretty. It's a cool thing for sure. I think, can't just throw it away and dismiss it. But I do still would like to see some challenge on it. But there is some beauty and charm in there. So I will concede that I've loosened after thinking about that there is some cool stuff. Maybe everyone knows this, but I didn't. Paula was born in Manhattan and lived there until age 7. She actually started playing tennis in New York just before moving to Spain. I knew that she was born in New York, but I had always assumed that she had just like moved there when she was really moved from there, or maybe her parents happened to maybe her dad or mom was like a professor at NYU. I don't know. I'm just saying something like maybe that, temporarily they knew they were going to live there, but they're Spanish, because she obviously sounds and is very Spanish. But that's cool information. Thank you, Gary. Did not know that. I like Dimi's chances against Tiafoe. Let's see here. Yeah, Tiafoe. I could see that. Dimi's playing pretty well. He's playing really well. And yeah, he's been a pro for a while. He's got the game. I still think Tiafoe will probably win that one. I think he's more on the upward trajectory. But yeah. Covey, why don't you like Tsitsipas much? I find he makes a lot of excuses when he doesn't win. And I also don't like, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of his attitude. I feel like he's one of those guys who's always like, oh yeah, I was born to be a champion. I can feel it in my bones and stuff like that. And I like the people who, there's a famous quote from this book that I used to read a few times. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. And one of the quotes in that book said, tell the world what you're going to do, but first show them. And I feel like he just tells, and he hasn't shown us. And until he can beat, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Nadal, any of these current top players, because he's had a chance to beat the top players constantly for the last 5 years of his life, and he just keeps falling short against the top echelon. So either back it up with your game or just don't talk about it. So that's one thing that kind of bothers me about him. When it comes to his game, he's a world-class player. I do think that he needs to work on his tactics and figure out how to make his backhand not such a liability. That's another thing that bothers me. If you're a real pro that thinks going to win, you need to figure out some things, and you're not figuring out your backhand. Zverev, for example, this guy wants to be a Grand Slam champion, wants to be a great. This guy has not figured out his second serve in his whole career. Are you a serious person if you can't sit there and figure out your second serve? Look at Sabalenka. What did she do? Figured out her second serve. She's got a major. All right, here we go. Tsitsipas is up love 15 on the Murray serve. And Tsitsipas just ripped a beautiful forehand running around his backhand, and it's now pressure cooker time for Murray. It's now love 30, and Tsitsipas is 2 points away from a 1-set to love lead here. Okay, folks, my apologies. I'm getting Covey, just in case misunderstood, wasn't talking about Andy's look. I was talking about his play. No, I figured. I was also joking back there, Gary. But yeah, he was looking really good and still is. But right now he's under pressure. Although great serve, stretching out Tsitsipas, and the forehand from the Greek goes long. So Murray, just like he did in game 1, was down love 30 real quick, but finds his way back. Hey Covey, you cover Stan Joker tomorrow as well. Not sure just yet. It all depends on I think Ben and JG, if they can. I know they're working. So it depends on when the match is. If it's one of the first matches of the day, probably not, because that's 3 a.m. for me. But if it's like the last one on center, like this one, I think maybe, because they might still be at work when it starts. I know Ben was really bummed because he really wanted to call this match. By the way, Murray levels at 30 all here. Yeah, he's meeting a friend that he hadn't seen in a few years, and he was like, yeah, I'm really bummed. I wanted to call it for the Brit, but was unable to. Adil, for example, French Open in 05. Again, I missed something there. Alexander with a very borderline comment. Murray, again, just like in game 1, love 30, no big deal, 40-30, and it looks like we will extend this set beyond 6 for whoever wins it. Sitsi is a Bitterina. Yeah, so there you go. Mark Philippoussis leaving Stefanos' team was a bad career move for Steph. Yeah, I think, well, you know what's interesting? Philippoussis was in the box of Maria Sakkari. So he goes from one Greek to another. Backhand from Tsitsipas goes long after a pretty decent rally from both players. And it is 5-all, folks. 5-5. Andy Murray is under scoreboard pressure, but playing some great tennis, folks. Man, he's got some huge calves, this Murray, man. He's got like his whole trunk in calves. I mean, it's like he's a hockey player. Free link to watch Wimbledon, please. We don't have links. We're not allowed to show anything, or else our streams would be cut off by YouTube. So you're gonna have to find one on your own. Unfortunately, we don't provide that. Best of luck, though. Hopefully, you can find one. Angry Fish, Tsitsi is a cheater. He and his father abuse the rules, and everyone just looks the other way. Like it's totally cool for only him to do that. Again, you know, the whole, at the time he was doing, you know, his long bathroom breaks, you know, he started doing them all of a sudden when he needed kind of to refresh in a match, which is fine. The thing is, at the time, I don't think he was abusing the time rule. I think they changed the time rule when people started kind of doing that. So I'm not sure he was breaking any rules at the time. When it comes to coaching and stuff, yes, he was cheating. They were all cheating, but honestly, everyone cheats. So I don't necessarily worry too much about that. Let's go, Steph. Gerald, what's up? Agnieszka Radwanska is playing the invitation doubles. Woohoo. Okay. Potapova wins. Thank you, Gene. Gary, you were talking about his looks, which is acceptable. Scheduling is terrible. Carlos will have to play back-to-back. I don't think that's too big of a deal. You know, he's a youngster. He's only 20 years old. He's going to be fine. 40 love here for Tsitsipas. Max saying Navratilova is also playing the mixed invitational doubles. Ooh. Cap, yeah, I've always secretly been in love with Andy. Don't tell my wife. We already told him your secrets about being Batman. Tsitsipas, folks, with an easy hold under a pressure moment. It's a game to love. Good job from the Greek, and some button action for him.
Fast, painting the lines, stick to the task, don't be fooled by the looks, it's all just a mask. He's the Greek god, Stefanos Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas.
Stefanos Tsitsipas. Folks, if you haven't done so yet, please like the video. We got 42. My goal is to get to 100, and I know we will get there. We got about 60, about 70 people in. So thank you to everyone for joining me. And hey, if you're new to the channel, or if you haven't ever dropped a comment, you're maybe nervous or whatever, don't be. My name is Covey. I'm in Vancouver, BC, Canada. If you have any questions for me about the match, about any tennis stuff, I'm not necessarily a full-on expert, but I definitely consider myself a person who understands the game. So yeah, feel free to ask questions, or you could share where you're from, who your favorite player is, who you think is going to win the tournament on either the men's or women's side, doubles, whatever. Feel free. Always nice to meet new friends. Okay, here we go. Murray under pressure, and folks, I think this is a business end right here. This button is so good, says Gene. Yes, the Tsitsipas. I love how it starts where it's kind of like Tsitsipas is yelling and then it zooms out from his mouth. All right, Murray, first serve at 5-6, serving to stay in it. And it's actually a second first serve. And this one was also a let. So now he'll have his third first serve of this game. Medvedev 2 sets up against Manarino. There have been already some great matches this week. Next week, we're going to be in for some epic stuff. I agree, Gary. I totally agree with you. I love the bad book music. I could imagine Steph dancing to this. That's a good one, Sean. Backhand slice, Stefanos. Forehand inside out for Murray. And, Tsitsipas slipped. He didn't do a splits like Cornet, but that did not look comfortable. He got up pretty quickly. He's walking around, shaking it off. He's fine, but that did not look too good. He did a split step, and he was about to push to his right. To his left with his right foot, but his right foot slipped out. So that's virtually the exact same thing that happened to Cornet, and it actually happened on the same side around the same part of the court. Second point here, serve up the middle, 60-pass return is long. 30 love here, Murray. I missed the Kyrgios button. It's badassery personified. There haven't been many nail-biting 5-setters. I am missing watching those. Oh, there will be, Daria. Don't you worry. There will be. Murray now 2 points away from a tie break. First serve into the net. Second on the way. Caveman to Max, what do you think of my forecasts? Dancing with Paula. Max, Stefanos, Tsitsipas will probably sing Let's Dance like David Bowie. Drop shot from Murray, but off the top of the tape, lands on his own side, and it's now 30-15. That's right, Gerald, LOL. Daria, I think the women's matches have more drama. Kenin Goff was awesome, and I really enjoyed Vekic Stevens today, but there will be some titanic men's clashes in week 2. Speaking of the Titanic, folks, I was completely enthralled with that Titan story, that submersible that imploded. I don't know what it was. When I heard about it like a day into it. I was glued to like the TV. I was like, it was inspiring to see like the world kind of like gather, but, and then it made me feel really weird because I heard that there was a whole bunch of other tragedies going on at the same time on a way bigger scale. Like in Europe, there was a bunch of Greek people on a boat, like 700 refugees. And then I didn't even hear about it because of this submersible stuff. But anyways, the submersible, that was just a very interesting to me. The whole idea, the science behind it. I was very enraptured by the whole thing. Anyways, Gary said the word Titanic. So if anyone doesn't want to talk about it, it's Gary's fault. Just kidding, Gary. I love you, man. You know that. Latifa saying, question, why don't some people think that Djokovic is the best and well-deserved? Because they're salty and their favorite is not Djokovic. Djokovic, if you look at the numbers, there is absolutely no way that he is not statistically the best of all time. Murray with an overhead, easy put away after the lob. It is now 40-30. We are 1 point away from a tie break, folks. So, yeah, that is why, in my opinion, people are sour on Djokovic. But I think it's not as bad as people make it out to be. He's definitely loved and appreciated. Look at Australia. They go crazy over him. Roger has a different aura for sure, especially at Wimbledon. I don't know if Djokovic will catch up to that. It's almost like Roger has this kind of princely aura, which kind of fits the whole Wimbledon royalty sort of thing. But yeah, believe me, Djokovic is going to be just fine. As he continues his career and ends his career, he's gonna be known as the greatest to ever play after he hangs him up, for sure. All right, Tsitsipas got Murray on the run, makes his way to the net, and he has an overhead off of the lob there from Murray. So not over just yet. We're at deuce. Let's Dance would be a perfect clue. Angry Fish, here's a fun question. How many well-known ATP WTA players can you think of whose parents were also well-known ATP WTA players? Okay, so there's Tracy Austin. And again, her son, does he have a different last name, though, I think? We've got Peter Korda, and Sebastian Korda. We got a challenge here. We've got Casper and Christian Ruud. We've got... Oh, the ball was in. So the advantage for Tsitsipas, folks. Murray thought the ball was long. It literally caught the very tip of the baseline, and it is now a break point and set point for Stefanos Tsitsipas. Big moment here, folks. Angry Fish, that's a good question. I'll try and think of some other ones. Maybe Novak and Stefan Djokovic. Okay, Tsitsipas. Okay, the +1 forehand from Murray landed on the sideline. Tsitsipas tried to chip it back, but it goes just long, and Murray with a roar because he knows how big that point was. And back to deuce. Good job there. Okay, now I know I just mentioned a whole bunch of men only. So I'm trying to think, are there any women combinations? Well, I did mention Tracy Austin and her son, but I'm trying to remember what her son's name is. You got Ben Shelton and his father. His father was also on the tour, also played at Wimbledon. Carlos Alcaraz and his dad, but although I guess his dad wasn't a pro, but he was a tennis coach who never was able, I guess he wasn't able to travel. He didn't have the funds to travel. Murray served to the backhand of Tsitsipas, and the Tsitsipas backhand is a shanker, and it's now game point Murray, 1 point from a tie break, folks. The submarine story for 2 weeks and 24/7, 5 uber rich people died. Yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like, at the end when I heard about the refugees and stuff in Greece, where there's like 700 people on a boat and all this stuff, I was like, gosh, I can't believe it. But there you go. Come on, Muzza, crush this falafel. I love falafel. Tsitsipas is demolishing Andy's second serve on that side. And Murray's not hitting many first serves as well. That's a good call there, Zachary Shahan. Or Shahan? Serve is good. Block back return. Now forehand Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas goes wide, and we have a tie break, folks. I need you to get your predictions ready.
Time break.
50 minutes into this one. We're into a tie break. I need to know from you who's going to win and what is the score going to be. All right, first serve. Tsitsipas is a good one out wide. Murray returns it long, and it's 1-love for the Greek. Murray 7-love. Okay, unfortunately, you are out of the running, Ghosty, but not bad. What do you think about politicization of sports in general? Good question. I definitely think that if you have a platform and you can use it, use it. I really love the way Coco Gauff does those types of things. I don't mind Iga as well. And I don't like and approve of people who tell athletes to shut up and play your sport. If you're a news anchor telling an athlete to shut up and play the sport, Well, I would be like, hey, you're a news anchor, not a sports anchor. So why don't you shut up and just to talk about news? Don't talk about sports people, right? So that's, so I think that if you have something to say and you have a platform and you really truly believe in it and you want to help the people in some way, then yeah, go for it. If you're just trying to like push an agenda, I'm not really up for that. Murray with 2 strong serves, both unreturned, and it is 2-1. So let's go. Ted asking, any link, bro, to watch it for free? Unfortunately not, my friend, and we're not allowed to show it or else the stream would be cut off immediately by YouTube. So you're going to have to find it online, maybe search stream, live stream or something, Wimbledon. Sorry, man, can't help you there. I wish I could. We got 7-4 Andy from our man Gene. Tsitsipas +1, forehand inside in. Easy put away, 2-all now. We're on serve. Okay, back to Lurky. Thanks, Covey. Welcome, Jane. Sorry if I missed another one. Hey, Ghosty, nice adjustment. 7-1, there you go. Murray 7-4, 7-4 Steph, says Gerald. We got 10-8 from Muzza. Covey, Zachary has done play-by-play commentary on GTL earlier, just to let you know. Oh, okay, I did not know that. Tsitsipas makes his way to the net, put away forehand volley, and again, we're continuing to go on serve. I got to say, the body language from Tsitsipas looks really good, very encouraging. He looks like he's on his toes. He's shanking 1 or 2 backhands, which is normal. But I've seen him in these pressure moments sometimes where he, especially against players of experience, him have a tough time. But right now, he's on his toes. He's looking really good. So good job, Tsitsipas. Making me look silly because I was saying, someone asked me why I'm not the biggest fan of his, and I was mentioning kind of his mentality, and sometimes he talks about being a champion and stuff, and I'm like, yo, bro, show me before you tell me. But here we go. Murray now with a second serve. Now, Tsitsipas has been dining on the second serve here. But not on this one. It's a inside-out forehand, backhand from Murray, backhand slice. It's a short one. Murray makes his way. Now, Tsitsipas tries to pass him. Murray smartly lets it go, and it goes wide. Smart play at a changeover. We're at 3-all level on serve. Let's go. Caveman saying Tsitsipas 7-4. Like I said, Murray 7-2. Murray 7-3. Ghost is doing really well. Have to love that this chat and longtime GTL support make Gene and me have Rafa's face next to our names. Love. There you go. Well, hey, Zach, welcome, my friend. I didn't know that you used to call, or are you still calling? But anyways, welcome. My name's Covey. Nice to meet you, buddy. Okay, folks, it's a barn burner. Hopefully this match will end before the curfew over in Wimbledon. We're still a ways away, for about 2 hours and 20 minutes away from that. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see what goes down. Here's Murray, 3-all. First serve is good. Forehand return up the middle. Forehand Murray. Forehand Tsitsipas runs around the backhand. Now backhand Murray up the line. Tsitsipas chases, blocks. Murray cross-court forehand. Tsitsipas, same thing. Now Murray up the middle. Tsitsipas, same thing. All forehand. Now cross-court Murray. Chop back from Tsitsipas. Murray thought about coming in, but stays back. We got a backhand now. Tsitsipas cross-court. Backhand Murray now runs around that. Does Tsitsipas and hits an inside-in winner. And it's a mini break. The Greek now has a 4-3 lead. What a great rally from both players. And smartly runs around the backhand, does Tsitsipas, and rips a forehand winner. Well done. Wow, what a forehand, Zachary. Exactly. Tsitsipas came to play. Gene saying, come on, Andy. I meant Murray 7-4. I did several of these with Ben and JG about a year ago, but got too busy and such. Okay. Well, welcome back. I've just been around since November, so still under a year for me, but great to meet you, buddy. Tsitsipas first serve. Goes into the net on the return from Murray, and Murray angrily swipes his racket at the ground. It is now 5-3 Tsitsipas. Okay, my phone no longer needs to be charged. So there you go. You can put that cord away. I got cords coming out of cords, boys and girls. It's like a corduroy factory in here. All right. Tsitsipas, 5-3. First serve is good. Return up the line there. Now forehand Tsitsipas cross court with some pace. Murray gets that back. It's a wonderful shot. Tsitsipas, gets a short ball. Murray had to run back, got a racket on it, but goes into the net. So it is now 6-3. Tsitsipas has 3 set points. Murray unhappy, but that forehand on the run from Murray was spectacular and very smart play by Tsitsipas. If he put that back with pace, Murray wouldn't have had to run as far to get to that last ball and then hit the air. So very smart to put it in the shallow part of the court. This is a... There you go, Christian. Yeah. Oh, that was the first one I got, Gary. The first one I got was Korda and Korda. I had Peter and Sebastian. Then I had Christian and Casper. I had Ben Shelton and his father. And then I said Alcaraz, but like Alcaraz's dad was a coach, but not his coach. Sorry, he was a player, I should say, but then became a coach, but he never was a pro. So I don't know if that counts. All right. Murray here, backhand. Inside out, forehand Tsitsipas. Now forehand Murray makes his way to the net. Tsitsipas chips that. Murray now, lobbed over him. Murray backs up, but goes backhand cross court. Tsitsipas backhand slice. Now backhand to backhand go in here. Now backhand up the line from Murray. Forehand Tsitsipas with some juice. Murray gets that back. Tsitsipas goes in the middle, and Andy Murray on the run, unable to get that ball over the net. And Tsitsipas takes it. 7 to hold on 1 second. 7, I want to say 7-4, but I don't want to be inaccurate. Hold on 1 quick second. Keep pressing the wrong button. Okay. What was it? Gosh, Covey, get to it. Yes, 7-3. So who was right? Did anyone have it? I think there might have been 1 or 2 people. 7-3. Any 7-3s in here? Well, we did at one point. We have a 7-3 for Murray, but that is incorrect. We had 7-4 Tsitsipas, close, but no cigar on that one. 7-4 Andy from Gene, so no on that. 7-3 Murray, 7-4 Steph, so that one was the closest. Gerald was the closest. Yeah, congrats, Gerald, for being closest without getting it. Peter Korda was amazing. Australian Open champ, baby. Okay, Taylor Fritz's mom. Yes, Kathy May is a former pro. That's a good one. Very good, Zach. ARG, U.S. Open. Hello. Alcaraz's dad and brother are large looking. Carlos needs to stay extra careful if he's genetically prone to obesity. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that so much for him. I mean, he's a marvel, and when it comes to physical specimen. At this point, maybe if he might turn into my favorite soccer player, Brazilian Ronaldo, where he kind of blows up after his career. Tsitsipas is iconic, says Lawrence. What is Murray referring to by nodding finger? I'm not sure, but right after he lost the point, he did this like he's talking to his bench. Like, I don't know if he's saying, I can't believe I did that, or that's not how it should go, or arguing a call maybe, but I don't think so. Will the sun go down? It always does, my friend, but it comes back. They started testing for doping more seriously after Peter Korda won a Grand Slam and then tested positive for a bad substance. I did not know that. Thanks for that info, Zach. Pretty sure Fritz's girlfriend is a pro. There you go. Angry fish. Father-son, mother-daughter combinations in tennis are very rare, as it turns out. In American sports, we have more than I can count on both hands: baseball, football, and basketball. Yeah, I'm thinking of Ken Griffey, the first one. When I read you say baseball, football, basketball. In hockey, there's a whole bunch. You got Brett and Bobby Hull. I mean, there's so many. Radek Bonk's son just got picked up. Man, there's even like brothers there's like 6 brothers. The Sutters. There's also 3 Stahl brothers. Covey Zachary is famous for the funny JG impressions. I did not know that. R9 still pulling models while overweight. Good on him. R9 is the greatest, man. That guy is the most explosive soccer player I've ever seen. As soon as he got the ball, I would just be on the edge of my seat. And I'm not the biggest soccer guy, as you all know, or football guy, to those who are wondering what I'm talking about. Just kidding. I know you know what soccer is. Footy, as they call it. Aston Villa and such. All right, so we're into it. Murray serving 15 all here early in set number 2. Leeds Lewis. That Tsitsipas forehand is so dangerous. You're right. And it has been the weapon of his choice today. He has been, when he has time to set it up, he really has been crushing that forehand, making Murray run off the court on his forehand side. He's done that several times. So he's picking on, he's using his forehand to pick on Murray, and he's picking on Murray's second serve. That's what's kind of been going on. And it's a smart strategy from Tsitsipas. But Murray up 30-15 here. Ghost Savage. Let's see. I do horrible JG impressions. JG, you say free instead of 3? I know that's one of them. Gotta be. First serve into the net. Here comes the second. Good. Again, continuing with the positive body language from Tsitsipas. I can't believe that. So this is Tsitsipas's first center court match, which means that match against Kyrgios last year had to have been court 1, I think, because it was one of the show courts, I believe. I'm certain it was. Okay, 40-15. Murray trying to put that last set behind him. The tiebreak went awry for him at the end there. Good serve, return up the middle, backhand Murray, backhand slice Tsitsipas, tried to do a chip and charge, but the tip goes into the net. Murray holds, and it's 1-love for the Brit. All right, folks, some updates on finals. Ben Shelton, unfortunately, if you're a Ben Shelton fan, has lost to Laszlo Djere in 4. Martin Fucsovics. Oh, we got a... What's going on? Intermission? Oh, play interrupted. So it looks like this Giron match against Fucsovics, where Fucsovics is up 2-1, has been interrupted. So maybe there's some weather issues going on. We got Dimitrov straight sets over Ivashka. That's a final. Tsitsipas serving here. Another great forehand. Murray replies. Drop shot Tsitsipas. Murray gets there, touches up the line. Tsitsipas pushes that back over as a lob, and it goes just long. Tsitsipas right away challenges the call. Murray did get his racket on it, so if this was in, then I think it'll be a replay of the point. Medvedev up 2-0, and he's up a break. He's serving at 3-2, so just 3 games away. And the ball was out. It was a good call, and it's love 15. So yeah, Medvedev Manarino are the only other match going on the men's side, and on the women's side for the day we are done. The last one was Potapova over Juvan. That's a final. Rybakina, we already went over that. Bencic over Collins. Yeah, so we're all caught up, folks. All eyes are on the last 2 men's matches of the day. All right, backhand return from Murray up the middle, but a great forehand Tsitsipas forcing a lob from Murray. And Tsitsipas rips that, gets another lob from Murray, but this one goes outside of the court. So Murray, good job making him hit another one, and Tsitsipas, an emphatic slam. Smart after the first one. Is grass court Manarino's specialty? I don't keep track of him. He's honestly pretty good all over the place. He's just I feel like he does better at majors than he does in regular ATP tour tournaments. I've seen him play some amazing tennis. Last year not this past year, but the year before at the Aussie Open, he had an amazing 30-minute tiebreak against Rafa. He ended up losing, but it was crazy. That was the year Rafa won against Medvedev when Djokovic was not allowed into Australia the first time. Or no, that was the time that he went and then was deported. That match is, yes, Zach, that match is high quality. When is victory a curse? I don't know. When is victory a curse? It's an interesting question. I mean, sometimes, you win a match, but you get injured. at the very end and it's a curse, you know, but I don't really know. I can't really answer that. Okay, Tsitsipas 30 all. Serve is good. And Murray return lands on the baseline. Now forehand Tsitsipas, forehand Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas with some juice. Backhand slice Murray lands right on the baseline. Forehand Tsitsipas, backhand Murray. Forehand Tsitsipas inside in. Murray gets that back up the middle. Tsitsipas inside out. Forehand this time, and it's a winner. Game point for the Greek. Tsitsipas yet to face a single break point in this match. Pretty impressive so far from the Greek. Manarino's at all quarter. Okay, there you go. Zachary saying it's a bit weird that court one match ended at about 8 p.m. and they didn't put another one on there. Seems they could have squeezed one more in easily unless they have a match for the day on court one. Yeah, and honestly, I think their biggest worry is to get through the first 2 rounds. After that, because if you get the first 2 rounds combined on the men's and women's, you have 256 players on both at the start of the tournament. Well, you get 2 rounds in, that 256 turns into 64, 32 on each side. So they only really need to get through the first 2. After that, it really makes it easier for the rest of the tournament. So I don't think the reason I don't think they're squeezing everything in right now is because they know that we have so many courts. We're still only on day 4 of the tournament, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, day 4. So they're not too worried yet. But say if they were still had first round matches yet to go, then I think they'd start considering that. But now that most of the second round matches, or virtually all of them, are done, I think it's they're pretty much easily back on schedule. It's just numbers, right? You cut it in half every round. Murray just getting really frustrated here on his service game. By the way, Tsitsipas did hold for 1 all. Murray missed a ground stroke there on the first point of this game 3, and then yelling towards his bench a little bit. Ooh, I wonder if we're in for a long one. I think it might be, folks. All right, here's Murray. Nice serve out wide, block back return. It's a high one, swinging volley from Murray. Another lob from Tsitsipas, overhead from Murray. Another lob from Tsitsipas, overhead from Murray. Tsitsipas tried to rip a backhand at full speed and totally shanked it. He hit it higher than his lobs. Murray 15 all here on his serve. Where's that shanky do button? There it is. Okay, Andy Murray now. Murray's only faced 1 break point as well, and he saved that. So no one has broken, obviously, as I went into a tiebreak in the first set. But very tight one so far. I'd say Tsitsipas did deserve that first set, though. He was the better of the 2 overall, I'd say. A little more on his toes. We got a backhand to backhand going. Now Tsitsipas up the line. Forehand Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas. Forehand chop to Murray. Back to the backhand side. But Tsitsipas runs around it. Goes inside out. Makes his way to the net. But Murray passes him on the cross court. 30-15. What a great shot. Crowd's getting a little more alive after seeing that. Yeah, but 8 p.m. is so early. Would think they'd want to have another match on till later, 10 or 11 p.m. curfew. Plus, rain can always hit again. No, I hear you, buddy. I hear what you're saying. But like I said, from everything I've read and heard from people organizing, they're just worried about getting through the first 2 rounds. And so I think, you know what? I'm going to check now. I think they might actually... I wonder if we are officially on track. Okay, so yes, on the men's side, we are officially done the first 2 Oh, wait, no. Sorry, the first round. Okay, so basically the bottom half of the men's draw have all done their second round matches. The top half, we have 1, 2 going on right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so after today, there's 9 more matches on the men's side yet to be completed in round 2. So basically, they've done a pretty good job of catching up. And on the women's side, we are in a similar boat where the top half is all done their first 2 rounds, and the bottom half is missing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, so we're pretty close. Pretty close. Murray 40-30 here. Covey, a lot of second round matches are scheduled for tomorrow, which is delayed. Yeah, so there are 19 matches, 9 on the men's side and 10 on the women's side that are yet to be done. So yeah, they've done a pretty good job, considering that they had 77 matches yesterday. Pretty crazy. Murray with his heavy game. You know, right now it's Tsitsipas who's hitting the ball with more heaviness, more weight behind the shots, more pulling opponent off the court type of stuff. All right, 40-30, second serve for Murray. Serve is good. Return up the middle. Forehand Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas. Forehand Murray. Forehand Tsitsipas running around the backhand. Forehand Murray. Forehand Tsitsipas. And it's a winner up the line. Takes it to deuce. Nice to have more matches on show courts. I agree with you, buddy. Hey, if it were up to me on the first couple of days of rain delays, I would have added another one. On center court, they usually have 3 matches. On court 1, they have 4. This makes no sense. In what are you speaking in regards to, my friend? Sean, is there a reason they don't start a bit earlier on center court? Not sure what the thought process is, but that's another thing that's kind of weird. Yeah, not sure about that. This is Steph's first match ever on Wimbledon center court. Yes, that is correct. Never played before on center court. So he has definitely risen to the occasion. Murray has the advantage here. So a lot of players only played or completed their first round matches today. Yeah. I know Bianca Andreescu, one of the Canadians, also Rebecca Marino, or no, maybe hers was second. Shapovalov finished his first round match. Hurkacz finished his first round match. So yeah, there's still 19 second round matches combined in both men's and women's after today's matches are going to be complete. That includes the Medvedev and the Murray matches today. And Murray puts it away, makes his way to the net, and a small little drop volley off the floater. Murray holds. The crowd goes not wild, but they're definitely happy. Love to have been there at Wimbledon today. I think lots of action. Well, we'll try and get you making it feel as close to being there as possible. Manarino broke back. Okay, but he's 2 sets down, right? Zverev. Yeah, he played his first round match as well. That's right. Nice, says Zachary. Yeah, today was a wicked day for matches. So many good ones. Let's see here. Folks, if you haven't done so, please give us a like. We're at 48, and the goal is to get to 100 likes on this video. I know we're going to get there. I believe. And everyone's likes help. So thank you guys very much for your support. Really, really appreciate it. And also consider subscribing to the Game to Love YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified and you'll be apprised as to when every single one of our videos are going live. Beautiful skyline of London they're showing right now. Just wonderful. Really, really. I'm a big fan. I'm born in a city. I'm born in Vancouver. Vancouver is not a massive city by any means, but it's definitely a big, big enough city. It's a world city. So I'm definitely like a city boy. Come on, Andy. If he goes down by 2, he's done, I think. Yeah, I don't see him coming back from 2-love against a Tsitsipas that has this type of energy, which is surprising because Tsitsipas just played a 5-setter yesterday. What is best for players, to face strong opponents in the first rounds or vice versa? Well, the way it goes is if you're a seeded player, so if you're one of the top 32 players, you will not face anyone else in the top 32 until the round of 32, which means that the ranked players usually have easier seeds. Not always, because sometimes an injured player is really good, but they haven't played for a while, or their seed is down because they've been injured, but they're like a top player. Those are exceptions. But yeah, generally, the first two rounds, the higher ranked players are going to have easier opponents. So by the nature of that, you're going to have harder opponents as it goes along. So I hope that answers your question. Medvedev hacked off, wants to walk off, I think, but he calls the physio now. Does this guarantee suspension? I'm not watching, so I really am not sure what's going on here. What's going on there? I'm not sure what you mean by hacked off. Wants to walk off. Medvedev smiling while saying he hurt himself, thus needing physio. He's trolling the umpire. Okay. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to look into that after maybe. Tsitsipas now up 30-15 on his serve. Folks, it's only 1:05 here in the afternoon in Vancouver, but this match was scheduled to start at 8:45. But I thought, oh, what if the match before ends early? So I've been up since like 6 o'clock. But then I did go back to sleep when I saw that Casper Ruud was going into a fifth set, because that would guarantee me a little more time to sleep. I'm curious, Gary says. Apologies if I should know this. Latifa, Angryfish, Zachary, are you new subscribers to GTL? Love seeing you guys here. There's a nice welcoming committee from Gary. So apparently, Gary, I didn't know this, but Zachary called some matches last year. For about a year ago, he's saying. So before I jumped on. So there's a nice little fun fact for you. This set is vital for Andy. Will tournament suspend this match if it goes past 11 p.m. curfew? I think they do. I think they're pretty strict on that. I don't get what's the problem in Medi match. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. Medi got what he wanted. Play is suspended. Huh? Okay. Now, if Twitter was working properly, I could... Well, let me see. I'll try and see. Sometimes it doesn't let me view. It says I've looked too many because I haven't paid them or something. Medvedev Manarino listed as canceled, so they will not continue until tomorrow. Court 1 was open, but the last match was over an hour ago. That's what everyone is talking about. I was confused. I thought that match was being played on Court 1. Oh, so that makes sense. Some of the comments, I was like, I was wondering what people were talking about. All right, we're at 2-all here in this one. Murray with an easy +1, and Tsitsipas slips again on another split step. And again, he's shaking his head in kind of frustration, like what the heck is going on? Got to be careful here, these players. At least falling on your knees is the easiest. Like the grass is the easiest to fall on your knees. You still don't like it, but hey, Tsitsipas has some green on his shoes. Is that allowed by Wimbledon? They need to find this guy. All right, Tsitsipas with a lob. Murray with an oh my God, easy overhead, and he just dumps it into the net. Murray doesn't look like he's trying to put his overheads away either. He's a little too tentative, and so I'm not surprised. What the heck just happened? Oh no, it's fine. Everything's good. The umpire just said something. Hey, speaking of Murray, his brother just now, this second, and Venus of Australia took out Olivetti and Vega Hernandez in doubles. Murray, almost just wide, almost got an ace there. How crazy is the fact Medi Manarino stopped due to bad light instead of being played on Court 1? It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. I did not know that. I thought when I saw that the last two matches of the day were going on, I just automatically assumed that it was on center and Court number 1. I'm dumbfounded at hearing this right now. No, Medvedev Manarino has been played. On court 2. Yes. No, I mean, yeah. I figured it wasn't on one of the 2 courts when you guys said it was a slip there. On court slip from Cornet looked very painful. Yeah, she was crying. She was bawling her eyes out, but she made it back on and finished the match. And she actually still played pretty well. So congrats to her, even though it was a tough one for her. Zachary to cap saying, yes, that's what I don't get. Plus, it's a show court, better for TV fans' money, I assume. So yeah, Zachary, now what you're saying made sense. Before, I'd already assumed they were on that court, and I was like, well, what's the big deal? But now it makes sense knowing that they're not. Tsitsipas tried to glob over Murray, but Murray, the toughest shot in tennis, the backhand overhead. Zachary, it's all coming back to me now, says Gary. Todd, that was ugly indeed. And Alize was really making a charge. She was. A lot of shanks going on. That's when I jumped on and joined Nicolette for a little bit. Pagula Buksha ended on court 1 about that's what it was. Pagula. Okay, because that was one of the later ones to start. Makes sense. Latifa saying, I'm just stand by to say hi. Hello, Latifa. Good to have you here. Is it so hard to tell the fans we're moving to court 1? Get moving. Yeah, I don't know. Silly, whatever. It's just weird. Zachary, I mean, now they just have to play another court, and if it's raining again tomorrow, it's just going to backlog it a little more. The main courts have the roof on for that reason, for proper light. Oh, so it's not. But then if it's not, but if the weather isn't bad, then why are they suspending? So they're suspending the Medvedev from the light then, not from slipping then. Okay, so it's not a weather issue, it's a light issue. Interesting. That even, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I was playing, I would want to finish the match, you know, like my body's ready. I did my warm up. I've done my preparation. You know, if I had the opportunity, you know, they should ask the players, hey, do you want to continue or not? Yes, it's the lighting. Okay, so this makes more sense now. Thank you, guys. I was not aware. Like I said, I don't watch with any commentary, of course, which would confuse the heck out of me. And so, you know, usually the commentators will give that information. I'm trying to look up Twitter, and yeah, they do have some stuff on that. Berrettini de Minor is going to be around 2 action. That'll be interesting. All right, folks. Murray is up 3-2. Murray attempting to win his 200th Grand Slam match today, folks. He's 199 wins. So, quite the milestone. Tsitsipas serve. And inside out +1. Murray with a lob off of that. Tsitsipas with an overhead walking back and strikes it from just inside the baseline. No easy shot, but how well was that? That put away from the Greek. Nicely done. Great timing, great footwork. He's looking spry on his feet, guys. Stefanos Tsitsipas, making me look bad. I had Murray in 4, but starting to wonder about that. Tsitsipas, again, serve +1, inside out forehand. Quickly up 30 to love here. Guys, I think there are logistical issues with relocating matches to a different court that we don't appreciate. I think you're right, Gary. I don't think it's just as easy as saying, okay, everyone move. It takes a good 20 minutes for people to move. They got all their stuff. They got all the lines people you have to move, all the umpires. Maybe they haven't redrawn the lines properly after the match. Oh, no, actually, that's not true because they usually play back-to-back without redrawing the lines here on center. So maybe that's not an issue. But I think Gary's right. There are some logistical things that we probably haven't thought of. Mehdi didn't want to continue. Okay. But if they wanted to continue and he didn't, they probably, like, he doesn't get to override them, I don't think, in the end. But I could be wrong on that. This feels like it's been a long match already. It really has, doesn't it? It's been 1 hour and 26 minutes. And now Tsitsipas triple game point, looking for a game to love. Todd Hill agreed. Wimbledon needs at least 4 roofed courts. That was the Todd Hill agreed. The decision on playing in poor light has to be unanimous. Gotcha. Okay. Well, if that's the case, then yeah, no harm, no foul there. How many tournaments have more than 2 courts with roofs? Not sure. Don't really like Murray's attitude in today's match. I agree, Snehel. He's a little bit prickly. He's not. I feel like he's not bouncing around as much. I feel like if he did, I feel like if he was moving around a little bit more like Tsitsipas, the crowd would also be kind of on him more. Ooh, drop shot from Murray. Tsitsipas comes in, rips a one-hand backhander. And Murray, who's at the net, and he just holds his racket there, bounces off the strings, and lands right by the line. 40-30 now for Tsitsipas. So, under a little bit of pressure after being up 40-love. Ooh, Alexander Laurence, what do you think of threads? Okay, we'll get into the threads for the players here, guys. Just 1 second until I get a good view. Tsitsipas serve is good. Return out wide. Forehand Tsitsipas. Forehand Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas. Now Murray backhand. Backhand Tsitsipas. Backhand Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas. Forehand Murray cross court. Forehand Tsitsipas. Backhand Murray cross court. Backhand slice from Tsitsipas. Murray forehand inside in. Tsitsipas forehand cross court. Up the line Murray. Slice back cross court. Tsitsipas. Up the line Murray. Tsitsipas tries to go cross court and his forehand into the net. Murray pulls it back to deuce. Now the crowd's coming alive here. Can Murray get a break? And if so, that would be huge for Andy Murray. Come on, Murray. Good intensity. We've all been where Steph is now, living on love. I remember many times that I never needed to eat and sleep was just a nuisance. I miss that feeling, Gary. I am looking forward to that again. I recall Mehdi Hurkacz 2 years back, who also spent it overnight, but were, I think, offered the option of moving the court to play on. But both players must agree they did. They did move on, but only next morning. Okay. Murray, unhappy with that last point, is made his way off the court. Tsitsipas with kind of a drop. Murray had a backhand pass. Tsitsipas put the forehand volley away off of that passing attempt. And Murray found himself on the sideline hitting the tarps in anger, but in more frustration, not anger. It wasn't egregious or anything. Tsitsipas comes in on the +1 inside in. Murray can't handle that, and his forehand goes awry. It is Tsitsipas with a gutsy hold. I think he deserves a button for that one.
Coming in hard, coming in fast, painting the lines, stick to the task. Don't be fooled by the looks, it's all just a mask. He's the Greek god, Stefanos Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas.
They just did a close-up of Andy Murray's shoes, their Under Armour shoes, and they've got a really cool stylized AM on the top of the tongue. It actually is pretty cool. I've never seen that logo. All right, so speaking of the kits, we have Andy Murray rocking AMC, the Andy Murray clothing company, or I don't know. If you're in North America, you might think American Movie Classics, but AMC is the Andy Murray collection. He's got a white hat with the AMC. He's got white shirt, a couple of white wristbands, white shorts, and then he's got the white Under Armour shoes with the white ankle bracelets or ankle braces and white socks. Tsitsipas, he's all rocking Adidas, white headband, white shirt, white shorts, white socks, white shoes. The shoes actually have green on them, which I'm not sure if that's legal. And he's got one wristband, white one on his right wrist. So we are all up to date on the threads. There you go. I've always liked and admired Andy more off court than on. Not a criticism, just an observation. One of my favorite things. A new button. Wow. Yeah, that's a new Tsitsipas button. I got to unveil it today. Ben gave me the honor. That's strange, Gary, considering he was part of the Big Four due to his on-court stuff rather than off-court. I find his game used to be a little more exciting. Obviously, he's got a metal hip. He's 36 years old, right? So let's take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But he used to, his game it still is very exciting. The big return game, great defensive forehands on the run and offensive forehands on the run. Great defensive game. It definitely doesn't have the same pop for sure. But the fact that he's still playing at this level and holding his own against some of the top players is a pretty formidable accomplishment. I think Alcaraz has the same shoes as Tsitsipas. I don't think so. Alcaraz rocks Nikes. Tsitsipas wears Adidas. So there you are on that. I think Alcaraz wears the Nike Air Zooms or whatever. The tennis court shoes. How can you call a tennis match boring? I don't call tennis. I mean, I've watched boring tennis matches for sure. Tsitsipas holds, continues with the scoreboard pressure. Let's give him a button here too. Murray at least getting some sort of traction on Tsitsipas service games. This is crucial if Murray is to mount any kind of a comeback, build pressure, provide you hold your own serve, of course. Yeah, that's very true. Latifa, right? Tennis is the best sport on the planet. Latifa, if it ends 6-love, that's pretty boring. Happened in recent memory. I've seen someone else wearing those same shoes. Alcaraz, but I guess it definitely wasn't Alcaraz, but yeah, he's all Nike is Carlitos. I think it was actually Dominic Thiem. He also rocks Adidas, and they both were playing each other yesterday. I think they might have been wearing the same Adidas shoes. I watched the end of that one. Okay. Players have got up after the changeover, heading to their respective sides of the court. Tsitsipas has been great all service game. Has yet to face a single break point in the match. Murray has faced and saved just the one. Losing in the tiebreak was Andy Murray. And Tsitsipas tying his shoelace. Andy Murray. Maybe that was at Team, maybe Team. Can't remember. I wish Team would have won versus Tsitsipas. I was definitely rooting for that too. I wanted to see Team do well. All right, here we go. We got a nice little rally, forehand to forehand. Tsitsipas forehand goes long though. So it's love 15. Crowd starting to get behind every point that Murray gets on the Tsitsipas serve. You can tell they want to see their boy level this match here. Bencic Collins, a great match, except the third set tiebreaker. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, it's a 1-10 tiebreak. Did Collins remember this time? Remember in Australian Open, she had that. She thought that she won the tiebreak after 7, but she forgot that in the deciding set tiebreak, it's out of 10. Or maybe Alcaraz has Nikes that look like these Adidas shoes to me. I think they're different. The Nikes just have the swoosh on the one on the outside. These shoes have the 3 stripes on the outside, and then it's written big Adidas in letters across the inside. So they're definitely different. But yeah, Team Tsitsipas was such a good match. Their shoes also both got progressively greener as they slid around on that glorious grass. Thank you for that, says Dan Flenley. Nice of you to join us. By the way, folks, consider giving a like to this video as we would like to get to 100. We're at 55, so we're more than halfway there. And also, subscribe to the channel if you're new. That way you can join us whenever we go live on all of our streams. Tsitsipas with a crushing forehand once again. And beautiful follow through. Tsitsipas 30-15. First serve is wide. Second serve on the way. And another +1 forehand ripper cross court. And Andy Murray is just howling at his bench. He's mad. He's just not getting any sort of pressure on the Tsitsipas serve. Again, as I mentioned, he has not had a single break point in the match. And it's an ace up the tee, Tsitsipas, so it's a game to 15, back to level at 4. So Murray trying to continue to put the scoreboard pressure on the Greek. Ironically, some of the most boring matches are Iga's. Again, not a criticism. You know the rest. Gary, go for it. Just call it out. You don't have to be so neutral. Americans aren't neutral, man. They just go for it. That's what I remember. Just be like, Iga's boring sometimes. Full stop. But hey, you're telling us how you feel, and that's cool. Who thinks someone needs to steal Carlos's hat? Kidding, just having some fun. I don't know if I get the joke because I don't think I've ever seen him wear a hat. Oh, I think you're talking about the bucket hat that he wears in the post. I thought you meant on court. Yeah, that would be kind of fun. Zachary, are you accusing Tsitsipas of stealing Alcaraz's shoes? How dare you? I believe it. Anyone give Jabeur a shot? I picked Rybakina, but now I'm not so sure. I picked Ons Jabeur. What's up, Todd? Yeah, if you watch the intros of our matches, I picked Novak and I picked Ons Jabeur. So I definitely think she has the ability. I think she's going to learn from last year, and she's going to do it. Let's see here. If I was Alcaraz, I wouldn't want to touch Tsitsipas's shoes. Alcaraz is undefeated against Tsitsipas. Whatever Tsitsipas wears whenever he plays Alcaraz, Alcaraz should never touch any of those things. Never touch a Wilson racket. Never touch Adidas shoes. Never touch Adidas anything, because you're undefeated against this guy. Why would you want to wear any of his clothes when he loses when he wears them against you? That's my take on that. Gary, Iga definitely loves those bagels and breadsticks in a match. Haha. Oh yeah, she does. But yeah, sometimes, one of the reasons that, they didn't put many women's matches as the night match in Paris was for that reason. They're like, well, if we put Iga, she's gonna win her match in 48 minutes, 6-love, 6-1, and the people paying for the night matches are just gonna get not their money's worth. So Gary knows what's up. Kevy is rocking it as usual. Watchers and likes are level. Hey, there you go. Thanks, Gary. Would be great if Ons could. I would just be so happy for her, honestly. Murray trying to drag this till tomorrow. He might be, honestly. Only got an hour and a half left. 30-15 here for Murray. So he's looking good. Looking pretty good, folks. In this game, I should say. Tsitsipas kind of Novak the first set to me, where he just kept on constantly putting pressure when needed, held onto his serve when needed, and then in the tiebreak, he kind of just took over. So some good signs there from Tsitsipas. I am hard on him, but I do like to call everything as level as possible. And without a doubt, he has been a slightly better player in this match so far and is well-deserved to be a set. But Murray is also deserved to be level here in set number 2. 40-15, just a point away from 5-4 for the Brit. First serve is good. Return nice up the middle. Backhand Murray. Backhand slice Tsitsipas up the middle. Backhand Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas up the line. Chop back from Murray. Tsitsipas volleys that. And punches that to the sideline. Murray gets there. Tries to lob over Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas catches the floater and punches it into the open court. And it is 40-30 now for Andy Murray. It was nice to see Mukova challenging Iga in the French Open final. Yeah, I was really glued to that because I had not seen Iga under pressure in any of her finals, really. So when she was forced to a third set, I was like, whoo, this is new territory. We might have some fun, but a really gutsy performance for her to close it out as well. I'm like, yes, finally 3 sets on an Iga match. Haha, yeah. Svitolina quickly regaining her form. She's been playing great. Into round 3 here. Petra versus Iga. Max? Asks Caveman. Andy Murray He holds. He gets a short ball and he goes cross court on the forehand, 5-4, and he will have a chance to put some major pressure here on Tsitsipas. Tsitsipas now will serve to stay in this set. Okay, folks, should we run down some scores again in case anyone... Okay, I'm going to do a quick rundown of all the scores on the men's side in case you guys have missed it. So this is how it went. Davidovich Fokina over Arthur Fils in straights. Hurkacz over Choinski in straights. You know what? I'm going to tell you all the straight sets first, then I'll tell you all the forward because instead of saying it in a minute. So straight sets winners. Davidovich Fokina over Fils. Hurkacz over Choinski. Musetti over Munar. Halis over Vukic. Bublik over JJ Wolf, Martyr over Mo. We had Chapo over Barrere. We had Zverev over Brouwer. We had Safulin over Mute. We had Lehechka over Francisco Cerundolo. Tiafoe over Stricker. Dimitrov over Ivashka. In the four-setters, we had Wawrinka over Echeverry. We had Carballés Baena over Arnaldi. We had Rublev over Karatsev. We had O'Connell over Medvedevic. We also had Diminor over Kopajans. We had Nicolas Jarry over Cecchinato. We had Berrettini over Sonego. We had Galan over Otte. We had Paul over Raonic. We had Goffin over Barrios Vera of Chile. We had Peña of Argentina over Mayo. We also had Jere over Shelton. And in the five-setters, the final ones, we had a few of those as well. Van de Zandschulp over Zhang. We also had Watanuki over Huesler. We had Brody over Casper Ruud. Number 4 seed is out. We had Kubler over Humbert in 5. What else in 5? Fritz lost to Emer in 5. And there you have it. That is that. All right. Murray with a beautiful passing shot as Tsitsipas comes to the net. And it's 15-all. So Murray 3 points away from all level. But I'm sure Tsitsipas will have a lot to say about that. Please, Andy, just break and take the set. It says Snehal, Saba, 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 Saba. Let's go Sabalenka. And with that, I am headed for my place in front of the tube to enjoy this one. Covey, great work as always. And great chatters today. Later, gang. Take care, Gary. Enjoy the match. And I'm not sure if Nole is playing tomorrow, but if he is, I hope you enjoy that as well. Hoping for a collision course with Carlitos and Novak once again. I'm sad to see Jan-Lennard Struff is not in this Wimbledon. He's one of my top 5 favorite players. He's had a great year so far as well. Made it to the Madrid finals. Yeah, a bummer for him. There's going to be some big boos at 11 p.m. Okay, Tsitsipas on the run. Now forehand from Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas. Backhand cross-court Murray. It's a winner. And Tsitsipas now feeling a little bit of pressure. Murray's getting the crowd into it. He is pumped up. He's pumping his fist. He's talking to his box. The crowd is starting to get behind him. This is what I think he's needed to do from the outset. Or at least he's doing it now. Still 30-all, so we are level. But Murray has some juice in his legs right now. No Arthur Fils. Yeah, I was bummed too. I want to see him continue on making some runs. Murray with an overhead. It's a short one. Tsitsipas. He puts that away, no problem. Game point for Stefanos. Don't you find some of the journalist questions to the players provocative and not thought out enough at all? Yeah, definitely there are some, they constantly ask about the whole Russia situation to the same players over and over. And it's like, come on, man. You know what they're going to say. They're going to say, I'm not going to say anything. Stefanos Tsitsipas with a wonderful serve up the tee, unreturned, and what a gutsy performance. I got to give him a button. That was huge. He's got the entire crowd against him, and he still pulled that out. Good job from the Greek.
Coming in hard, coming in fast, painting the lines, stick to the task. Don't be fooled by the looks, it's all just a mask. He's the Greek god, Stefanos Tsitsipas. Stefanos Tsitsipas.
All right, folks, 5-all here. Murray has a second serve to kick off game number 11, and boy, does he need this set. Ooh, that serve looked like it was wide, but it not called out. Now, Tsitsipas with a lob lands out. Murray was backing up thinking he had to hit an overhead, but probably was happy he didn't when he saw how far it might have landed. 15 love for Murray. Shelton is going to make an impact at the U.S. Open. Would love to see that. Would love to see that. Cheers to Gary. Fingers crossed. Max, this is a good match. I've been resting in bed, LOL. Very game effort from Raonic. Yeah, not bad for a guy who, in between the time he's been off, he said for one whole year he didn't hit a single tennis ball. Great cat and mouse point there. Murray with a cross-court dink shot. And, now I'm talking pickleball terms. Drop shot, I should say. It was a little dinker. And Tsitsipas was unable to handle that. So Murray up 30 to love now after that point, I should say. Hey, Covey, everyone. What up? 707 Lady T. Welcome to the stream. Compliment King. Let's hope so for Shelton. Hey, Lady T. Yeah, from before. What a pass by Murray on the run with that little banana. It was beautiful. Rude was not kind to my wallet today. Yeah, someone bet against him. They probably did pretty well. Not a bad choice to pick players in their home country, especially in big tournaments. They just have so much support that it could really turn the tide for them. So we're an hour and 49 into this match, folks. Murray 30 love here, looking to put himself in a position to get to at least a tiebreak, if not win it before. And Tsitsipas off of a ground stroke there goes long. It's 40 love, triple game point, Andy. Caveman. Shelton, isn't that a finished story? They're talking about in the U.S. Open. They hope he does well. He's out for this one. Next level, Jerry Tsitsipas. Yeah, well, again, a winner of this will face Laszlo Jerry. Backhand slice, Tsitsipas. Forehand, Murray. Forehand, Tsitsipas. Backhand slice, Murray. Forehand, Tsitsipas goes long. Murray with a hold to love. He's up 6-5. And folks, Tsitsipas will serve to stay in it after the changeover. All right, so Andy Murray continuing to not face any break points in this second set. Just like Tsitsipas has not faced any in this whole match, Murray again has only faced and he has held the one time that he did face a break point. So very, very tight match going on here on center court. Last match of the day at Wimbledon on day 4. Thank you all for joining me. And folks, hey, please give this video a like if you haven't done so yet, and consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. That way you'll know exactly when all of our videos are going live. What a match, says JG57. It is a killer of a match, isn't it? Tsitsipas needs a bathroom break to revitalize. Oh, is that what he's doing? You know what? I actually need one too. Folks, that's a good time. I'm going to quickly... No, what am I talking about? It's not a bathroom break. You tricked me, Lawrence. I thought I for a second when I read your comment, I just automatically assumed that we're in the changeover between sets, but we're not. It's 6-5, so I can't do that just yet. Hilarious. Hey, Covey, says JG57. Hello, JG. This is JG, right? Yeah, because I remember thinking that someone else was. It was Jared Gonzalez, I remember when I started. Yeah, good to see you, JG. How are you enjoying this one? Your fellow Brit trying to get level here on center court. Liam Brody, another Brit on center court. Earlier today takes out Casper Ruud. Bagels Casper Ruud in the 5th set. Casper Ruud faced a little bit of controversy. He went to a big concert in the lead up to this tournament and was also playing a bunch of golf. And people were saying, shouldn't he be focused on tennis? And he said, look, we play tennis all year round. It's the summertime. I need a little break. I think that it was necessary. So good on him. But unfortunately, the questions won't stop after this result. Tsitsipas with a +1 goes long on the baseline from the backhand wing, and it is 15 all. Got to be careful. Andy can do it, says JG. Personally, I haven't found the home country aspect to play a massive role in the outcome, although it's only anecdotal evidence, not on large scale. For example, Harold Maillot in France isn't amazing. Yeah, no, I'm just talking about, like, sometimes I will pick, like, when I'm calling a match, I'll predict, like, oftentimes I'll predict the underdog who's from that country versus the person who's supposed to win. And it's not like it's not like a guaranteed, win for who I'm predicting. I'm just saying I often put that into consideration. Like Liam Brody, who would have picked Liam Brody to beat Casper Ruud in a 5-setter anywhere other than Wimbledon? So that's kind of what I mean by that. Yo, Covey, wait for the changeover. It's in your GTL contract. Okay, you're right. Thank you. I do not want to circumvent the contract. Angry Fish, check out Hugo Gaston and you will be surprised. Yeah, there you go. Snail, huge in Paris. JG, no way, Jose, 3-2 for Tsitsipas, says Caveman. Well, we'll have to let it play out if it's going to finish today. We only have an hour and 20 minutes. 30 all here. Beautiful serve, and the block back return from the backhand goes long. Tsitsipas with a fist pump, and it is now game point from another tie break. Let's see. Can Murray do it? I would love to see Murray could just break right here. How crazy would that be? The roof would go off of this place if he did that. First serve is good. Block back in the middle. Forehand Tsitsipas out wide. Murray runner. Forehand into the middle. Tsitsipas finds his way to the net and easily punches that into the open court. And he holds for 6 all. So we're going to a tie break for a second straight time. I need your predictions in 1 second. Predictions real quick in the comments. Let me know who's going to win and what the score is going to be. All right, folks. This time I'm going to star the comments. Tsitsipas, or sorry, not Tsitsipas. Andy Murray with an ace to start off the tie break. Aces are 8-5 in favor of Tsitsipas. All right, we've got. So I'm just so you know, I'm starring all of these. I've got Dragon saying Muzza 7-3, Todd Hill, Murray 10-8, Murray 8-6. Whoever is right, I'll post it up afterwards. A drop shot from Tsitsipas. It's a beautiful drop shot. Murray, I thought he had legs on that one, but it was such a good short drop shot. Murray had no chance. 1 all here. Okay. So we got Alex BG 8-6. We got Muzza 7-3. We got Murray 10-8. We got Murray 8-6. Murray 11-9. Man, all Andy here. We got 7-0, man. Okay, Ghost again. 10-8 Andy. So it looks like Andy. Oh my goodness. No one thinks Tsitsipas has a shot in this one. And he does get mini broken first as his forehand off the ground stroke goes into the middle of the net. Murray up 2-1. The crowd is getting louder and louder with every point Murray wins. And it's going to get exponentially higher with every point in this tiebreaker. Well, gotta love it, folks. This is why we watch tennis. The tension, the closeness here. No one's given an inch. No one's barely faced a break point. There's only been one in the entire match, and it was saved. Here we go. Murray up 2-1, serving. Nice serve out wide. Block back return goes long from the backhand wing of Stefanos. Tsitsipas 3-1. Andy Murray. Oh, we do have a couple. We got Tsitsipas 7-5. Tikanis, my friend, if that's in Greek. And then Gerald 7-5. Steph. I think we want a match here, says Alex. I agree with you, my friend. I think we all do. Alex saying 7-5 for Tsitsipas. So the tides have turned. Funny enough, when Tsitsipas went down 3-1, everyone started going for Tsitsipas. And now Murray, with an unreturned serve out wide, takes a 4-1 lead. And it is looking good for the fans of Andy Murray at this moment, folks. Caveman saying hello to Neko. Nico? Maybe Nico. 110 people in, folks. Please do give us a like. We're at 62. The goal is to get to 100 before the end of the set. And I believe we can do it. Stefanos Tsitsipas with a beautiful put away on the forehand as he comes to the net on his +1. So he's down a couple of breaks, but he held on his latest attempt. He's down 2-4. 63 likes. So one of you out there in internet land was picking up what I was laying down. Bold prediction: this match goes to a 5th set tiebreaker. Murray in the tiebreak, 430 to 428 over 3 days of play, shattering the longevity mark set by Isner Mahou. You heard it here first. Bold prediction. Bold. I love predictions that are bold. The bolder, the better for me. Tsitsipas serve up the middle, but just long at 2-4 here. So second serve, will Andy Murray dine on one of these? Let's see. Tsitsipas has been pretty strong on his decent 57%. And the Murray return up the middle. Tsitsipas +1 forehand into the net. The crowd's going bonkers here, folks. The set is on Andy Murray's racket. He is up 5-2. We'll have a couple chances right now. Can he do it? I feel like the momentum is going to pull him over. Will there be new balls after the set, Covey? Good question. So what they do is they do it after the first 7 games, and then after that it's 9-9-9-9. So the first set went 7, so 6-3. Yeah, this is actually after this game there'll be new balls. Exactly. Good call. Yeah, there'll be new balls after the set. Or will they? Or did they? Or no, they wouldn't have done it before. Yeah, no, it'll be after, because after this game it'll actually be 7-6. Yeah, it'll actually be 10 games. But yes, I believe they will. So the way it works, well, here first I'll call this. Oh, forehand Murray is a beauty. Forehand Tsitsipas, backhand Murray on the run. Tsitsipas drop shot. Murray doesn't have to get there because it doesn't make it over the net. 4 set points on deck for Andy Murray. He's up 6-2. So this is how it goes, Daz. At the beginning of the match, they open up new tennis balls. And for the warm-up and the first 7 games, they use that set of tennis balls. After 7 games, then after every 9 games after that. So warm-up +7, and then 9-9-9-9-9 all the way to the end of the match. That's how it goes, just for anyone wondering. Bold prediction, this one goes 6 sets, but ends halfway through when Tsitsipas, his father, tossed out for being a wanker, and then Steph's mom throws a plate on the court, damaging the grass. Oppa! You forgot that she was going to say Oppa. All right, Murray, 6-2, serving for the set. And the return goes long. The crowd and Murray goes wild. I'm going a little wild. Nobody's wondering why I'm going wild. Her ears are perked up. Hope you guys are having as much fun as me. Andy Murray levels it. A couple of tie breaks. 7-6, 6-7 so far. Fist pumps all around from Murray. The crowd is going bonkers. I love it. Let's go, folks. Let's hit the Murray button. He deserves it. Okay. All right. So we got about 120 people in. Let's get those likes up, folks. We're at that time now. If you're not enjoying this, I don't know why you're watching, because this is some great tennis here going on. Beautiful look at the outside of the entire grounds from above. Well lit. And it just looks gorgeous over there right now in London, England. A couple of aces in this set for Murray, 3 for Tsitsipas. No double faults for either player. Tsitsipas 70% first serves in, Murray 61. 75% first serve points won for Tsitsipas and 50 on the second. 74% first serve for Murray, but 87% on the second serve point. So he's really picked up his second serves in the second set here. He was getting crushed. Net points, both doing pretty well. 13 out of 17 for Murray, 13 out of 21 for Tsitsipas. So both doing well over 50. Come on, Andy. Yo, says Arthur. Andy, can I get it? Yes. Let's go, Murray. Look at how many people are just going bonkers. I love it. I doubt that plate will break on the grass. That's a great comment, Alex. Great comment. The Hedgehog with a fist pump. Let's go. My Big Fat Greek Loser, a new film written and directed by Andy Murray, the star behind Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Wimby titles. Speaking of Wimby titles and changeovers, folks, I need to quickly use the restroom. So I'm just going to play this little take a break button, but I'm not going to take the whole time. I'll be back shortly here, folks.
There should be no special rules for Novak Djokovic at all.
Hey, welcome back, tennis fans. Here we are for something groundbreaking. Some might call it trial of the century. Some might call it trial of all time.
We did not expect to be covering the first Djokovic Watchalong of the year, and he's not playing an opponent. He's playing him against the state. Shout out to everyone joining us. Of course, we've never had so many people in the live chat. I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to bring all 23,000 of you up to date with what's happened so far.
Did not think by the third set Ben would be rooting for Rafa and JG would be wishing it's all over. Yeah, a bit weird.
I mean, I just want the pain to end.
I don't even care if he's crawling on his knees and hitting the ball over the net by the fifth. If he gets there, it'll be incredible.
I'm just calling it as it is. I'm trying to be objective watching the match, and he's lost the match. What do you want me to do?
He hasn't lost it. He's still in it. Why do you keep saying he's lost it?
You think, okay, put a bet on then. What odds would you get on Rafa? 2 sets down.
8s.
Stick a bet on. Seeing as he's not out.
I'm just disappointed you're not supporting your man.
No, you're being delusional, Ben. Just grow up.
Not supporting your man.
Delusional.
Not supporting your man. Come on, you guys. What are you doing? I feel like I'm rallying for all of the Rafa fans out there now. Crazy.
Yeah, because you just need to grow up, mate. Like, be realistic.
I've watched tennis many times. I've seen comebacks many times.
Okay. You seen Medvedev lose from this position? Don't think so.
But anything can happen.
It's so good! He's done it! Rafael Nadal has won his 21st Grand Slam. He's beaten Daniel Medvedev 7-5 in the 5th set. It's just been an absolute epic occasion. I can't believe he's done it. Rafael Nadal.
What?
Second time Australian Open champion. Vamos!
Djokovic.
Oh.
He's down the line!
Carlos
Alcaraz has won! He is in the final! JJ's it! He has done it! Vamos! Carlos Alcaraz beats Novak Djokovic in the Madrid semi-finals. I've never quite seen anything quite like this.
And she doesn't need him. She doesn't need him. She falls to the floor. Iga Świątek has won another Grand Slam. Amazing. Look at the emotion all over her face.
Yes,
they embrace at the net. Wow. Oh, Marin Cilic hits the forehand down the line. Oh my gosh. And we have match point, ladies and gentlemen.
John, Game Club Podcast. When you say you were confused about your tactics, what do you mean?
It's into the net and
He's done it! He's done it! Novak Djokovic has won Wimbledon. Not lost here since 2017.
Oh! An ace! It's just ace number 5 of the match. Carlos Alcaraz has come through in 5. My partner has literally just woken up for work and I've not been to bed yet.
Yes! He's done it! Carlos Alcaraz! And look at him on the floor crying.
So
he's
good.
He's sobbing, he's thrown the racket.
Oh.
What a day for Carlos Alcaraz. He wins the match in 4 sets. Vamos, Carlitos!
Backhands in down the line.
All right, folks. Thank you for your patience. We are back on center court. Stefanos Tsitsipas serving to kick off set number 3. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Andy Murray, Stefanos Tsitsipas. Let's go. Excuse me, a little coughing fit. Just turned my mic on mute for a second. Apologies. So I had to use the facilities. I was going to the, doing a mile number 1, and a wasp this big just went by my head. It freaked me out, but luckily it didn't do anything. It went to the window and tried to get out. We have a screen on there. I have no idea how it got in. It must have got in from downstairs. Anyways, we're into this set here. Stefanos Tsitsipas looking a little bit loose here because he lost the first 2 points on his serve, and the crowd is surging for Andy Murray right now. You can feel it. His lovely wife standing up on that last point of his. And Tsitsipas under some duress. Folks, got to be careful. There's only about an hour left of play before the curfew. So first serve here at love 30 is wide. Another good fortune, swing of good fortune for Murray. Nice return, backhand slice. Tsitsipas, backhand slice. Murray, and it was really low and stayed low. Tsitsipas got a racket on it, but couldn't get under it. And it goes off of his racket right near the judge's umpire's chair there. So well off the court. And what a beautiful backhand slice. That is delicious. Triple break point for Murray. He hasn't had a single break point opportunity in this match. He'll have at least 1, if not 3, if he needs them. All right, we got a forehand Murray, backhand Tsitsipas. Looks tentative. Backhand Murray, backhand Tsitsipas, forehand Murray, forehand Tsitsipas, forehand Murray in the middle, backhand Tsitsipas, backhand Murray, again, backhand Tsitsipas, now forehand cross-court Murray, forehand Tsitsipas lands on the baseline, Murray lands on the sideline, backhand slice Tsitsipas, Murray again hits a backhand cross-court off the sideline, and Tsitsipas goes into the net from his backhand wing. It's a break to love. Andy Murray on fire right now, folks. Woo! Wow, ladies and gentlemen, what a great last 10 minutes of this match for Andy Murray. Well, there's a 5-minute bathroom break, but let's say 15. Anyways, wow. Excuse me. I had some water during my... Excuse me. I'm going to mute myself. Folks, my apologies. I had some water during my bathroom break and it went down the wrong tube. I tried to have more water to fix it. I don't know if that's a good thing. Anyways, and then, of course, I'm going nuts here because Andy Murray's got me all jacked up. Tsitsipas with an inside in. Oh, what a ripper. But Murray puts that high into the air. Tsitsipas, he lobs it. Murray gets to that one, but it won't land in. It lands in the alley. But wow. You can tell he's got the afterburners on now, does Andy Murray. We got a woo from Ghosty. We got come on, Muzza from Snail. Alex BG, damn activists will push back the final by a day. Don't worry about it. That's all yesterday's news. How you like them dolmades, sissy puss? Oh my God, I love dolmades. Covey, you had snakes for breakfast, admit it. You know what I had for breakfast? I had a smoothie with fresh raspberries that I picked from my backyard garden, with coconut milk because I ran out of my almond soy milk, whey protein, and shelled organic hemp seeds. That's what I had for breakfast. 15 all here for Murray on his serve. Tsitsipas tying his shoelaces again. I think Tsitsipas must tie his shoelaces more than any player on tour that I've seen. They should have a plus or minus bet on how many times he's going to tie his shoelaces in a match. Water, says Latifa. Oh yeah, Alcaraz is great. I'm just curious why the Brits would claim him instead of, say, Jack Draper. I missed something there. My apologies. I'll go back a little bit. Ghost level of play almost never seen. Since his arrival on the circuit, Carlos has already won major matches. Above all, his aggressive style of play, public needs that. Yeah, I can definitely see why he's a fan favorite pretty much wherever he goes. When he went down to South America for the Golden Swing down in Rio and Argentina, Buenos Aires, his practice courts, people were like on their, how tennis courts often have like those little blockers so you can't see into them. There's people like climbing halfway up the fence on their phones and people on their stomachs on the ground trying to look underneath. And the same thing happens to Djokovic, Nadal, all these like these guys who are like the superstars of the game currently. So, definitely. I know the British fans have definitely taken a liking to him. I know in Queens they definitely were. I was watching Alcaraz there. But right now it's all buzz for Murray, baby. And he was up 40-15, but it doesn't matter. It's a consolidation at 40, a game to 40 here. They just showed his mother a little bit nervous, but it's a consolidation. Finally get to use this button because it's the first break of the whole match, and the first consolidation goes to Andy Murray. Covey on TV, they just showed a fact that Steph is youngest ever to beat Fed, Nole, and Rafa at 20 years. Yeah, but he's done it in majors. That's the difference. Nice little come into the net for Tsitsipas. Backhand volley is an easy put away. Actually, is that true? Because I believe Kyrgios beat all of them the first time he played. So the Kyrgios beat Rafa, Roger, and Novak the first time he played each of them. But maybe I know he was 19 when he beat like Roger. He was really young when he beat Roger, and then he beat Rafa once at Wimbledon. Well, I mean, if they showed that stat, they're probably right, and I'm not going to contest it. But I know Kyrgios has also beaten each of them, and he beat them each the first time he played them all. Who does the winner play, Covey? Would play Laszlo Djere, I believe. Let me just double check that for you. Jari Kubler, Medvedev, Djokovic, Murray. Yes, it'll be Laszlo Djere. We'll face the winner of this one. New vote. Who has a better diet, Djokovic or Covey? I'm going to go ahead and say Djokovic, but I'm starting to get there. I haven't had like a proper carb in a junk carb. I've had like brown rice and, pasta, whole wheat pasta and things like that. But Djokovic is a beast. He eats like kale chips and cashews for like full-on meals. I'm close though. I'm definitely close. I've gotten way healthier for sure. Tsitsipas now 30-15. So he's finding a little bit of footing now in the second set after losing the first couple of games, I should say, getting broken early. Covey, I'm enjoying this and trying to stay awake simultaneously. It's 2:20 there. Wow. Thank you for staying up, Snehill. Yeah. Is it 2:30 over there? It should be 2:31 right now. Murray, unreturned serve there. Not too happy with himself, but he's still up a break. Nothing to worry about too much. Tsitsipas 40-15. Definitely a trooper there, Snehill. And I'm not sure if Daria is awake or not. Also in India, in Mumbai. Lendl looks like he's never missed a second breakfast. That's Ghosty. Ghost, yes, his multiple chins are tangible proof. If you're not starving and poor once in a while, are you even alive? Great question. Starving makes you appreciate food. Let's go, Murray, says Sun Liang. Sun Liang, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate having you in the chat. I believe it's the first time I've seen your name in here. By the way, folks, we're at 69 likes so far. So if you want to help us bump to 100, I would really, really appreciate that. I'm having a great time watching this match. I hope you are as well. Tsitsipas does hold, and it is now 2-1 Murray. He's up a break here in set number 3 after tying this match at 1 set apiece after a riveting tiebreak from Andy Murray. It wasn't necessarily a close tiebreak, but it was just riveting because the crowd just got exponentially louder and louder behind their man, the Brit. All right, folks, I'm going to tell you what some of our matchups are in the second round. Only two matchups have been set, okay, in the upper half. That's Tiafoe and Dimitrov will face in round number 3. Lehechka and Tommy Paul will face in round number 3. Those are the only 2 confirmed matchups on the top half of the men's draw. On the bottom half, we will have Sinner versus Halis, and then we'll have Galan versus Michael Emer. We'll have Peya versus Safiullin. We have Shapovalov versus Liam Brody, Andrei Rublev versus David Goffin, Bublik versus Martyr, Musetti versus Hurkacz, Wawrinka versus Djokovic. So that is going to be third round matches, but we still have second round matches to go. So that'll be tomorrow. We'll have Carlitos in action. We have Jari in action. We've got Zverev should be in action. So there's a lot of good stuff going on. All right, Andy Murray serving up a break at 2-1 here early in set number 3. We are level at 1 set apiece. Stefanos Tsitsipas, world number 5 versus world number 40, and two-time, not defending, but two-time former champion here, Andy Murray. And Stefanos Tsitsipas with a very nice forehand strike off of the baseline, and it's a clean winner. Takes the first point in game number 4. Love 15 on Andy Murray serve. Great question from Ghost. Have you ever had edamame pasta? No, but I recently have had like a mix of like spinach, kale kind of grinded up pasta, which was decent. I didn't like the smell, interestingly, but the taste was fine, which is kind of weird. And then I had chickpea pasta last week for the first time. A little too sticky for my taste. It's hard for it not to be sticky, so you need to eat it right away and put sauce on it right away, or else it'll clump together. Wouldn't be easy to find a donkey feta in Canada. There is a lot of Greek people here, and there is some pretty good feta. And I think we get a lot imported from Greece as well. I used to work at a Greek deli. That's why I know this. 231, you're right. Yeah, that was from before. Covey, I'm on your time, 202 in Cali. Oh, Cali? You know what that song's from? From Biggie, going back to Cali. I like this comment. Donkey feta sounds dirty. It sure does. Okay, Murray under a little bit of pressure. 15-30 on his serve here. Can't believe how calm Lendl always is despite the occasion. Yeah, I think your coaches need to be calm. I really appreciate that about these coaches. You guys have heard me talk about Alcaraz ad nauseum because I've watched virtually all of his matches since 2 U.S. Opens ago when he beat Tsitsipas and jumped on the scene. And I noticed Juan Carlos Ferrero is like that as well. Carlos Moya, Nadal's coach, Goran Ivanisevic, also very, very calm. And he was a pretty fiery guy. So, you need that stability in your box. And so I think it's a common theme among these top players, and not all the top players, even other players. Murray is challenging the call, but when Murray called it, they corrected it and said it was out. And then Stefanos Tsitsipas says, well, I'm going to challenge it then. So Tsitsipas is now challenging a forehand that was just called long from the baseline, and it was long by about 4 inches. So great call by whoever made it, and maybe not a great call for Tsitsipas, but he has 2 more remaining. We're still very early in this set. Murray now at 30 all. Djokovic had it in his diet previously. Had donkey feta? Goffin is the luckiest man in Wimbledon. Is that because of the draw you're talking about? Because it was he. Let's see. Let me take a look. Goffin. So, well, yeah, he avoided Korda in round 2, and now he has Rublev in the next one. So I think Rublev might take him there. Rublev is a quarterfinal machine in Grand Slams. Oh, what a backhander from Tsitsipas. The backhander up the line. And now on the Murray serve, it's 30-40 break point for Tsitsipas. So this match has broken a little bit wide open from the tightness that it's been, folks. So far, it's been extremely tight. Barely a whisper can get through. I don't know what I'm trying to say. A sliver of daylight for any of these players. And now a couple of break points Murray had in the last game, and now Tsitsipas has his second breakpoint opportunity. This is a very nice comment. Sun Liang, like your energy, Covey. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, my friend. I really appreciate that, and that makes me very happy. You're spreading joy today. Thank you for that, my friend. Hubie has a big serve. Stanislav Wawrinka versus Novak Djokovic. Wow, that's going to be a popcorn match. Not sure if it's going to be tomorrow because we still have round 2, 10 matches on the men's side to complete. Or sorry, what did I say? 9 or 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if this match doesn't complete in the next 52 minutes, then it'll actually be 11. So there's a chance that Novak won't be playing. It'll probably be Carlitos because he's only played 1. Novak's already played his 2. So the bottom half is already ahead. Andy Murray under pressure puts away the smash under some big duress there at deuce. And it is now advantage Murray. And you can tell he really needed that point. Some big fist pumps. He's taking his time, soaking in the atmosphere. But I think he's actually calming himself down, which is very smart. Let's see. Your expectations for Wawrinka versus Djokovic? Me, Djokovic, but it will be tough. I agree. I could see Stan possibly taking a set. I don't think Stan is going to take more than 1, but he does have a history, and maybe things from the past kick in. He's beaten Novak in some pretty big finals in majors. So we know that, we know that Novak is definitely the better, more informed player by far, and is most heavily favored. But it's not no chance for Wawrinka. Let's put it that way. He was supposed to play. So he was supposed to play Kyrgios, and then he was also at some point. Well, maybe he was supposed to play Kyrgios, and then in the second round, he was supposed to play Korda, which he didn't have to play. Murray Lendl, a match made in heaven. It seems Murray has always mostly done well when he's hired Lendl. Yeah, definitely. Can't argue with that. Okay, we're back to deuce here. Now, Tsitsipas running around a backhand. Murray punches that back, but from way behind the baseline, and smartly, Tsitsipas comes in and puts that away, and he has now a second break point. Andy Murray now roaring in anger rather than delight from a couple minutes ago, which was the case. And Tsitsipas putting pressure right now on Murray, and it would be smart of the Greek to do so because this is not the point in the match where you want to get loose. Murray would run away with the crowd if that were to be the case here. Okay, so Stan versus Joko is tomorrow. Gotcha. Thank you. You know what? I will look up the schedule, Alex BG, with the claps. Latifa, Novak beat Stan in 3. I know, Todd. There you go. Don't do this, Andy, please. Are you vegan? Says Gigi Abraham. I'm vegetarian my whole life, so I've never had any meat. I've never had any fish or chicken or anything or beef. I do eat eggs on occasion. I don't really have dairy anymore in terms of milk, but I do have cheese. I usually go for silk or soy milk and all that stuff. Got a nice backhand to backhand. Now backhand slice from Tsitsipas, forehand Murray with a great angle. Tsitsipas blocks that back. Another great angle, short ball there. And Tsitsipas blocks that one long. And Murray pointing to his head. And I think he's saying something like he can't hang with me up here or something. I don't know. I think he's saying it's not as strong as me, or I don't know. I might be lip reading wrong, but it looked. And the thing is, Tsitsipas obviously can't see this. Murray's facing the other way, so he's not, being a jerk or anything. But it looks like he's saying he can't hang with me, or he can't. That's what it looked like to me. If he said that, that's gangster. Anyways, it's deuce here. Murray just gutting out this, and now he's talking to someone while he's at the service line. Is that his father, by the way? I saw his mother, but I don't know if his father's around. I've never really seen his father around, so someone let me know if that was his father beside his mother. And it's an ace up the tee. Game point once again, and now he's smiling again. Them Murray dimples, folks. Okay, all right. So we got a last match on center court tomorrow. Which one is that? Stan service, no match for Nole, for sure. The only reason I say it's not a 0% chance is because it's never 100% chance that someone's going to win. But, you know, I mean, if I'm putting my house on it or even $5 on it, I'm putting it on Nole for sure. Tomorrow's Covey Alcaraz versus Mueller, Iga versus Martic, Stan versus Nole on center court. Hells yeah, boy. Okay, that's a day and a half of tennis. Center court's where my eyes are going to be. Covey looking at the draw and Sinner's injury history. Chapo might reach semis. You'd think he can beat Brody, Safiullin, Emer. I do think it's possible. I think Chapo has a good chance. He's been to the quarters here, and he beat Andy last year in the second round, I believe. Murray's on the run here. Tsitsipas has an overhead. Murray gets another one back, and Tsitsipas very smartly just dinks it. A little flick of the wrist, and it's 15-love. But Murray's still up. Consolidated break. Or I should say a break, because in order to be up a break, you have to have consolidated. Anyone give Petra a shot at winning her third? Yes, I do give her a shot. Definitely, she's in great form. I have Ons Jabeur winning it, but I could see Petra, Ons Jabeur. I also could have seen Ostapenko, and then the big three were kind of like the pool of 6 who I had from the women. For the men, I really have Novak is in a tier of his own for me. Alcaraz is kind of in a tier of his own. And Medvedev, if he decides to play Medvedev like when he went to 4 out of 5 straight finals earlier in the year, he could be like lumped into that second group. But if not, he'd be kind of put in a third group with a few other people. But to me, it's Nole's to lose. Let's see. Stan versus Djokovic will be a great nostalgia match, but I find it very hard to see Wawrinka getting any more than a set, maybe, personally. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I don't think he could push it to 5. I really, really don't. But he might be able to pull one out. Nole sometimes comes out a little bit slow, and Wawrinka and also Andy Murray are one of the few players who can actually, they've had the experience of having him on the ropes and actually beating him. And there's very few people that can say that on tour. And so that's one of the reasons why I think that he might be able to grab a set. Todd, I don't know. Recency bias does not favor the WTA. Penko won a title on grass 2 weeks ago and lost today. Pachico will reach the final and lost today. I saw someone refer to Petra as Fitty. That's kind of cool. I was watching one of my favorite commentators, Tsitsipas, with a nice serve out wide, unreturned, and it is 3-2 for Murray. So he's still up a break here in set number 3. I was watching a Mukova match in the French Open, and Mary Carrillo was calling her Mookie. It was the cutest thing. She's like, "Oh, Mookie's up a break," and I was like, "Did you just call her Mookie?" So yeah, there you go. Angry Fish to Arthur Mueller. Yeah, first set. If anything, I feel like first set is when all the turmoil happens. After that, they adjust to each other and winner emerges. Murray super high on Wimbledon center court adrenaline. Yeah, it's pumping through the veins for sure. Covey, who's your dark horse outside top 20? Okay, you know what? Let me take a look. Are you talking about women's or men's? Oh, okay. You're saying mine's Bublik or maybe Chapo. So I was thinking Korda before. Let me take a look now. Outside of the top 20. I was hoping Shelton might make a little bit of noise, like he did at the Australian Open, like similar amount of noise type of thing. I like the Bublik call. Really hard to see, man. Many players. You know what I'll say? Even though I don't fully believe in it, I'll say Yuri Lehechka. I do like his game. After watching him against Alcaraz, I wasn't super impressed. I thought he'd be a little bit of closer matchup there. But yeah, I'm going to say Lehechka, though. Struffy is good. Yeah, Jan-Lennard Struff would definitely have been mine if he didn't have to pull out late. I believe he pulled out, right? Tsitsipas has a backhand there. Murray's at the net. Tsitsipas lobs it over him, but it's long. So first point on Murray's service game here at 3-2 goes to Andy Murray. I love the sound of Stroofy. Yeah, it would be like a great dog's name. I feel like Cap, the avatar you have on your profile pic, like that whatever that character could be called Stroofy. Mine's, but yeah, I like your picks there. I think Chapo can surprise people on the grass here. Keys and Bublik are the dark horses. All right, we've got a definitive answer from Cap. What do you think of Thanasi Kokonakis' new girlfriend? Have not seen her, but I might have to take a look. On the women's, Kenin is scary. Maybe even Andreeva. Love her humbleness. I was gonna say literally the same two. I was gonna on the women's side. I was gonna say the exact same two. I was gonna say Kenin and Andreeva. So great calls there. Arthur, yes, Kenin looks impressive. All right, 15 all Murray here. Serve out wide, returned into the net by Tsitsipas, and it's 30-15 for the Brit. So Hechka is great. Covey, 2 straight set wins against 2 solid players. Yeah, he's good. I have high hopes for him. I think he's going to potentially reach Berdych levels where he's going to be in the conversation for some big titles. I know Berdych didn't win too many, but he was up there in that category of like just the tier below the big 3. Very formidable career. Are Stan Wawrinka and Thanasi Kokonakis still fighting, says Alexander Lawrence. No, they actually played each other recently in a match, and it was all love. I watched that match. When was it? It was somewhere in Clay, maybe. But yeah, no, it didn't seem like it to me. Maybe Jari is a dark horse. He's another one for sure. He's another one. But I think he's in the pathway of, yeah, he would face Alcaraz in round 3, so I don't give him as much of a chance on the grass. Actually, he's got a pretty big game, the Chilean does. He's a good player. He actually took a set off Alcaraz in South America earlier this year, I believe. Did he? I think he did, actually. So yeah, that could be a good. That's a good one to pick as well. Okay, we got a forehand up the line now. Backhand Tsitsipas, forehand Murray cross court. Tsitsipas drop shot. Murray gets to it, pushes it up the line. Tsitsipas backhand lobs it, and it lands in, not too deep. Oh, Murray got to it, but he puts the forehand into the high part of the net along the sideline, and it is 40-30. So still comfortable, but a little bit more pressure now as Murray was unable to finish that game at that point. Tennis Twit, hey Covey, long time. Hey everyone, welcome. Great to have you. Tennis Twit, I'm making a confession, which I kind of did yesterday in my stream. Twitter has completely lost my attention in virtually every way. I hate it now. The last month or so it's gone. So I haven't seen you on there. I haven't really been on there, but it's good to see you on here. And welcome to the stream. Angry Fish. Covey, do you ever watch challenger matches? Do you have any lower ranked players that you follow? Also, do you think there's a persistent level of fixing in those ranks? I'm not sure myself. Good question. Answer is no, I don't really watch challengers. The only challengers I've watched, actually, Andy Murray with an ace second serve up the tee, totally fooling Murray. It was a loopy one, too. And continues to be up a break here, 4-2. Andy Murray. So the only challenger matches I've watched recently were after I started watching Alcaraz 2 U.S. Opens ago when he beat Tsitsipas. I was craving to watch more of this guy. So then I actually went back and watched some past matches of his. So that's my extent of challengers of late. So to answer your question, so I don't really know much about the match fixing because I don't really watch it that much. So unfortunately, not great answers, but those are the honest answers from me. I'm not a fan of the whole humble thing, says Ghosty, generally, but Kenin and Andreeva are fun to watch, for sure. Latifa saying, and since we are in grass tournament, we have totally right to talk about veganism. Yeah, there you go. Tsitsipas up 15 love here on his serve. Goes for a drop shot on his +2, if you want to call it that. And it's a beauty. Murray didn't even try. 30 love Tsitsipas. What are the biggest enemies on tour at the moment? What are the biggest? Sorry, what do you mean by that, my friend? Are you asking who I dislike, or like who are the villains? If you're talking about the villains, kind of, you could say guys like sometimes Bublik can be when he's not trying. Kyrgios, Tsitsipas can kind of be involved with villains sometimes. He tries to play himself off as the saint in those situations. We got the Liquidator Podcast. Welcome. Hello, Covey. Hello, Liquidator Podcast. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Liquidator Podcast. Not sure if you've liked the video yet or not, but if you haven't, please consider doing so. And same for everyone else. We're trying to hit 100 likes on this stream. I believe it can happen. I hope you believe so as well, because it is more up to you than me. We got 71, so we're 71% of the way there. TSITSIPAS holds pretty easily, and now we've got a changeover. Wow, Murray's got how many bottles behind him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And he's drinking out of his 10th different Evian bottle. Man, these guys guzzling here. Hey, Liquid Boy in the house. Haha, no way, Covey. Why do you hate Twitter now? Oh my goodness. I just can't stand the people on it now. There's so many like very openly racist people that are showing up in my feed. I just don't want to talk to anyone. I just use it now to get updated hockey information because these hockey insiders tweet right away and to get some good tennis information. But yeah, I don't like it anymore. Sometimes I have this thing called a rate refresh. So I can't look at anything for, I don't know how long, maybe a day or 2 days. I don't care enough to know how long. So sometimes they say you're not allowed to, so I can't refresh the stream. So hopefully it's not going to get in the way of Covey's Corner, but man, and it just feels so negative. So yeah, I've kind of lost my attention span for that. What is Stefanos doing? He should have won this, really. He had a great first set, a phenomenal first set. He was the better player, and he deservedly won in a tiebreak. And then Murray just basically, in the second set, both players tight as can be. No one faced any break points in the second set. Only one. Stefanos had one break point opportunity in first set, but he did not convert. So Murray basically got a whole bunch of momentum from the crowd in the second set tiebreak and rolled through, and then continued on by breaking early in this set, taking a 2-love lead, and he's still in that lead right now. So that's basically where we are. Liam, how are you doing? Have you guys... yes, we have talked about how ridiculous the Wimbledon schedule has been. It has been ridiculous. But it looks like they're pretty close to caught up. So it's good that they're almost there. But yeah, here we go. We got a backhand-to-backhand battle. Ooh, the backhand from Murray goes wide. And it's now 15-all on his serve. Okay, I'm going to have to move through. I'm a little behind, folks. Bublik, Kyrgios, and Steph are still very professional, hardworking people, heroes of mine. I think tennis fan standards are too high because Big Three's extreme professionalism. Yeah, no, I hear you. I think there's definitely some of that. You know, it's hard to stand up to those guys, but I do still think that he talks a bigger game than he has. Even though he gets to some pretty amazing situations. Australian Open final, French Open final with a 2-love lead over Djokovic right after his grandmother passed away. You know, so some definitely big things. Ghost, it's Liam, who has done lots of watch-alongs in GTL. Okay. Welcome, Liam. Elon Musk, ecom freedom of speech revolution equal rocket-boosted bigotry, bullying, and chauvinism. That's what I see. Honestly, that's what I see on it. I just can't handle it anymore. It just brings negativity to my mind. I just don't want it. Ooh, unreturned serve out wide. Andy Murray is unhappy that it was called a let. But he accepts it and moves on. Just like Al Gore in the 2004 election. Sometimes I miss the funny memes from, he's trying to say Twitter, but he says tater, like tater tots. What period of time in the game of tennis can be described as eternity and will not be repeated? For me, Federer and Nadal, Djokovic, much to say about it. Yeah, I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard to find three people to kind of coincide at the same time and just kind of level up, and they level up, and he and she, and then it's crazy. It's going to be so hard. But Instagram is better for that. Instagram is definitely way better. And it's easier not to like get into the comments on Twitter or on Instagram. Twitter is about the comments more sometimes. And it's an ace up the tee. game for Murray, 5-3. We got about 30 minutes left before the curfew, and Murray here is on the verge. He will have a chance, if he doesn't break here, to serve out the set. But let's see what is going to happen. Murray's wife, lovelier than ever. I totally agree with you. Looks stunning. Latifa, don't forget Stan and Andy. Hubby, Liquidator podcast is run by okay. I thought you were talking about liquid because when I was talking about the 10 bottles of water or whatever fluid. Okay, so my apologies. So Liquidator podcast, welcome, Liam. Great to have you, my friend, and thank you, Snehal, for clearing that all up. Tennis has had many golden patches historically. Yeah, for sure. I mean, look, if you grew up watching McEnroe and Borg and Lendl and all these guys and women, you're not going to be like, oh, my era was bad. I had you're still going to have cherished memories, and you might even still say that those players you think are better than the big three, and there's no way of really verifying that. All right, Tsitsipas forehand. We got a rally going back. Oh, backhand. Maybe the easiest backhand. Tsitsipas blocks the shot. It goes deep. Murray two hands it long, and that was just a ridiculous miss, to be quite honest. You'd never expect a tennis player to miss that. But alas, he did, and it happens once in a while. It is now 30-love. Tsitsipas. First serve is good. Forehand cross-court return. Now forehand up the line. Tsitsipas lobbed up by Murray. Now Tsitsipas is at the net. Oh, Tsitsipas tried to do kind of like a side swinging, kind of like one of those chip and charge, but he totally shanked it and it went straight into the ground. Won't be happy with that shot. He literally sliced it and it landed on his side before it even got to the net. It bounced on his side. So maybe the worst slice I've ever seen on center court. All right, Tsitsipas inside out forehand, backhand from Murray. Now dropped from Tsitsipas. Andy makes his way up. Tsitsipas just a little dink right at Murray. I don't know what he's trying to do. Maybe he was trying to lob it, but that literally was eye level to Murray, and he just dinked that into the open court. And it's 30-all. So Tsitsipas got to be careful, or he'll be 2 points away from being down 1-2 in sets. Which player suits him the quality of a philosopher? I would say Rublev. I feel like Rublev has a oneness with the world about him. Connors, don't forget Connors. Yes, of course. Yeah, and I knew people are going to say, Covey, you forgot this person and that person. I definitely know that I didn't hit a full list. Hiralitis, Arthur Ashe, Navratilova, Chrissy Evert, Monica Seles, Steffi Graf. The list goes on and on. I definitely did not hit anyone near the full list for sure. Remain logged in. Yes. Thank you for asking. Bet365. I'm calling a match here, dog. Just kidding. I'm not actually peeved. Okay. Tsitsipas up 40-30. Beautiful serve out wide. Unreturned as Andy's backhand goes into the net. Tsitsipas's father on his feet. The only player on his feet, actually, in that whole box. And it is now Andy Murray's time to shine. He's up a break 5-4, and he has a chance to serve out this second set. He was down 1-0, took the second set in a tie break, and now has a chance with the first, with an early break, first break of the match. He broke Tsitsipas in the very first game of this set and has been rolling ever since on serve. I forgot the big match where they played after the curfew. Maybe it was Rafa Novak at French Open 21, not sure. Okay, let's see. Agassi is a pretty philosophical fella. Okay, there you go. I like both. Adriel McEnroe had a big rivalry with Borg, whom he got on very well, and huge rivalry with Connors, which was super salty and bitter. Quite a contrast, for sure. Yeah, I'd say so too. Who do you guys pick for the win, men and women's? I have Novak and I have Ons Jabeur. That is what I predicted pre-tournament. There was a Dimi versus Gasquet match at the Australian Open a few years ago that started at 12:45 a.m. Wow, that is nuts. So Agassi, I agree too. Alcaraz will be on that list too, rooting for Runa too. Put Saba and Tiafo. That is Ghosty's picks. Yeah, Ghosty's been on the Tiafo train since before this tournament. I can attest to that. Here it is, folks. Murray serving. First serve up the tee is good. +1 goes inside out. Backhand from Tsitsipas. Murray's at the net. He volleys it, gets it, and then punches that volley to the sideline. Tsitsipas gets his backhand lunging towards it, but it goes wide cross court. 15-love Murray, 3 points away from a 2-1 lead. Yeah, way to make Tsitsipas stretch out as he pushed that volley wide, did Andy Murray. I think Iga over Ons. Yeah, I can see that too. I really hope Sabalenka can do it. Tiafo, wow. Novak and Iga. I told myself, well, I do believe that Ons is capable. And I told myself, I'm not just going to pick the favorites this time on both sides because that's what I've wanted to do. But I truly do. Like when I picked Ons, I'm fully behind that pick. So this time I'm picking straight with my heart on both of them. Murray, 30-love, unreturned serve. This place is ready to blow up if this guy can take these next 2 points. The center court, great crowd here today in center court. Did Fed and Rafa play after curfew in 08? That match went on for a while. Good question. I remember it getting dark, but I don't remember if it went, or maybe they let them go because it was like close enough to not being too late. Maybe. I mean, you have to think. Let's say if they're in let's say they're in a 5th set tiebreak. Realistically, would they say, "Oh, sorry, it's 11. We got to end it"? Oh, Tsitsipas after a great back and forth rally goes long on the forehand. We've got a triple set point for Andy Murray. Woo. All right, the crowd is going nuts. Murray getting ready. Crowd silences. He has a little time here to set. People are yelling stuff a couple of seconds. Now it's dead quiet. First serve, up, into the net. Look at that. What a comment. This is it. This is where Andy Murray stamps his authority on this match. I added the Andy. Here's a second serve. It's good. Backhand cross court. Backhand Murray. Backhand Tsitsipas up the line. Forehand up the line. Murray. Backhand slice Tsitsipas. Now backhand. Ooh, backhand slice return off of that from Murray goes wide, landing in the alleyway. Still couple set points. Oh yeah, Boris Becker is another guy. Forgot to mention. I picked Murray in 4. Real possibility. You and I both, Todd. Let's go, baby. Stefanos is a poor returner for a player of his caliber. One of the reasons, that backhand. If he had a more solid backhand, these are the things that make me think, are you serious about getting better? Well, you need to figure out how to beat the top players with the backhand that you have. You have to either think of tactically something or change something technically. And again, I referred earlier to Zverev with his second serve. This guy's been on a professional forever, and he still to this day has not figured out his second serve comfortably. So you got to do it. Todd, I hope so. Nicolette, is that you? Welcome to the stream. Hi, Todd from Nicolette as well. We got Nicolette in the house. All right, Tsitsipas forehand cross court up the line there from Murray. Now Tsitsipas inside out forehand, backhand cross court Murray inside out from Tsitsipas, and it's a winner. And oh no, Andy Murray shrieking and falls to the ground. Nicolette, last time you left the stream and someone fell and injured themselves on center court. This time you joined the stream and someone falls and injured themselves on center court. What is happening? Is that a groin? He's literally grabbing his groin. Like, what the heck was that? It came out of nowhere. He didn't slip or slide or anything, I don't think. Maybe if they show the replay, something will show something different. But wow. And he let out a little bit of a scream there that was a bit freaky. acting correctly. But these urgent sounding shrieks are like, I've heard 3 of them now. Like I heard Alize Cornet, I heard Bianca Andreescu a couple tournaments ago. I heard her screech after her ankle got twisted. Venus the other day screeched in horror when she played in the 3rd game of that match. All right, Murray seems to be fine, so no medical stuff. Don't know what happened. They didn't show a replay. So here we go. Still game point, set point. It was triple set point, and no longer because the serve return goes long from Tsitsipas. Andy Murray is up 2-1. His mom looks like she's on the verge of tears, and he is yelling, "Let's go" to the crowd. The crowd is going bonkers. New balls, please, asks the umpire. So a fresh set of balls for Tsitsipas to serve to open up set number 3. How much time will he have? Maybe about 20 minutes. Let's see. So the umpire is saying, I think she's gathering both players. She's talking to Andy, and now she's kind of waved over to Tsitsipas. So let's see what they decide. Okay, so someone in a suit jacket, a man, is speaking to Murray. So I wonder if they're saying, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep going or what? It looks like it might be the tournament director or one of the tournament officials for sure. Oh, Murray just went like this. So I think he's saying they're cutting off the match. But I wonder, let's see. Man, that would be a bummer. Gosh darn you and your curfews. Come on, it's not like it's that late. Yeah, Murray said this. I think Boo. It has officially been called, folks. Tournament referee. Thank you, Daz. Thank you. Again, they didn't show any labels. I don't want to incorrectly state. I just knew it was a tournament official, obviously, if they're on the grass court. But there you have it, folks. The play has been suspended due to the curfew. I got to say I'm not too happy about it. We still have 20 minutes, and the action was just right. The atmosphere is wonderful. It's not going to be the same, but hey, it could be better tomorrow. Who knows? But yeah, definite bummer. So Andy Murray, after getting the crowd aroused as possible, now they have to go home feeling a little bit empty, you got to think. A little unsatisfied. Although you got to admit, they did have a good 2 hours and 55 minutes of some quality tennis. So by no means was it a loss or was it like not worth it, but a little bit of a sour taste in the end. Got to say it was a great match. Very, very tight. Only one break in the whole match. And that was in the 3rd set, which Andy Murray rode from the first game to the very last in set number 3, taking it 6-4. So he loses set 1, 7-6, takes the second set 7-6, and then takes the 3rd set 6-4. So, folks, I think we're going to have to end the stream. I'm not sure what to do here. Maybe I'll send Ben a message and say, hey, I think I just end the stream. Yeah, because I'm definitely not going to keep it going. Okay, folks. Yeah, so that is going to do it for me. I want to thank every one of you. How many likes did we get to? We got to 76. We got to 3/4 of the goal, so that's pretty good. I'm going to hit Nicolette saying, yeah, I got to start earlier. I'm going to hit a couple of these comments, then we're going to bounce. Murray is cheating. I don't know about that, but he is going to get to rest that groin, which is good. I am so not a fan of Wimbledon scheduling. You and me both, Ghosty, especially because I'm 8 hours behind them and I have the whole day in front of me and I can watch all day long. Wimbledon is a joke. Maybe not a joke, but I see what you're trying to get to. My lord, Wimbledon officials maybe start matches before 11. Run by old men stuck in their ways. I kind of agree with that sometimes. Todd with the thumbs up. They got to start earlier. That's from Nicolette. Refused to start center court matches earlier. I'm so dejected by this. Oh, I feel bad for everyone. Tsitsipas needs to take a crap and get with it. That's another one I should have read first. Why start this so late? It's only semi. Oh my gosh, Covey. I'll read it. Why not? Maybe if Andy takes his shoes off or something. Oh my gosh, come on. Murray groin is not good. I think Andy in a wheelchair would still beat Tsitsipas. Just saying. Sorry, Tsitsi fans. I will die on this hill. Okay, a couple more. Andy can get some treatment. Yeah, that's true. From Todd Hill. Adrian, it's not the Wimbledon club. The policing security is not on hand. London isn't set up to cater for nocturnal crowd-heavy activity. It's not like Melbourne or New York. There you go. We got another perspective. Really appreciate that, Adrian. Thanks, Covey, says Snehal. You're very welcome, my friend. Get some sleep. What is almost, it's what, 3:15 in India. Get some sleep, my friend, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. TSITSIPAS is the best, says Alexander. Thank you, Covey. You're welcome, Max. You're very welcome, as always. Adrian, a lot of London transport shuts down. Do we know what time they will be on tomorrow, Covey? Let me take a look real quick at this app. So we have scheduled matches for tomorrow. We got 4 matches on center court. We got Gracheva starting at 1 p.m. Then we got Alcaraz starting at 1:30. That is weird. It's saying center court tomorrow. The first match starts at 1 p.m. local time, and then the second match is Alcaraz starting at 1:30. And that Gracheva-Sabalenka match is not like one that they need to finish up. So I don't know why they've allotted half an hour to that match. Anyways, so you got Carlitos is the second match. You got Iga, Petra Martic, third match. Wawrinka, Novak is the fourth. On court 1, you got Norrie and Eubanks, and then Ons Jabeur facing Bai Zhujuan. Anyways, you know what? I think they haven't put out the full schedule yet. So I think they have to take into account this match and everything else. So I'm not going to go through all of it because I don't think it's complete yet. But yeah. Have a great day, Covey. Thank you for your help earlier. You're very welcome. Sorry I couldn't come in earlier, but glad I was able to help in the end. What happened? The curfew in Wimbledon at 11 p.m., they stopped the matches. So Andy Murray won the second set. There was about 20 minutes left before the curfew, so they decided to end it. Thank you, Covey. You're very welcome, Ghosty. Always a pleasure having you in the chat, my friend. Covey will presumably have to now stay online all night until the match resumes. That's a good one. Unfortunately, no, but that's funny. I like that. All right, last one. Lay will most likely reschedule this tomorrow. So hard to say what time they'll resume. All right, folks, that's going to do it for me. Day 4 of Wimbledon is officially in the books. Thank you guys for joining me. I had a great time. This was an amazing match, and I hope to see you all tomorrow and soon for the rest of the tournament. Have yourselves a great day, evening, night, or middle of the night if you're Snail. Peace, y'all.